FDP on virtual teaching. We're happy to share that we had more than 3,000 plus views for yesterday's session. And we hope that we get the same kind of support for today's session as well. So today we have three eminent personalities with us. Dr. Praveen Kumar, who is the chief guest, and Dr. S. Manivannan, that is Dean and Convener. And we also have with us Dr. Jairaj, who is the chairman of IEI Tiruvallur Local Centre with us. So may I request Dr. S. Manivannan, our convener of this program, to deliver the welcome address, please. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, one and all. Hope you all have enjoyed yesterday's session. Today, we are happy to have second session, day 2 of our faculty development program. Really, I'm happy that we have hosted in a meaningful way in partnership with the IEI Tiruvallur Local Chapter. Really thankful to you, Dr. Jairaj sir, for giving opportunity to conduct this kind of a needy event, I can say. Of course, I must introduce Dr. Jairaj sir. He is such a sweet person, my good old friend. Dr. Jairaj is the chairman of IEI Tiruvallur Local Chapter. His qualification ranges from MSc, MTech, MBA, as well as PhD, both in sociology as well as engineering. He has 3 decades of experience in TNEB, or called as TANGETCO. And being the chairman of IEI Tiruvallur Chapter, he has initiated a lot of activities like initiating the awards for the various faculty members involved with the IEI activity. Even for students also he has initiated. I'm still remembering that day when I received award from our Honorable Minister for Tamil Culture, Mr. Pandirajan, and Mr. Dr. Mailsami Annadurai. Really great day you have made, sir. Like me, lot of persons have got some awards in for their work and contribution to the engineering and sciences. Really thankful to you, sir. Our humble request is you please continue these kind of services to the faculty members like us working in the field of engineering as well as science. Really, I'm happy, sir, that you are partnering with the Lions Club, also being the regional chairman for various committees. You are doing really a great social service, and really grateful to you that you joined today for giving felicitation address. Apart from that, I am wholeheartedly thanking you for sponsoring this event. Really, we are grateful to IEI Tiruvallur Local Chapter. Because of your initiation today, we could see nearly 4,000 plus participants are utilizing the knowledge from Dr. Praveen Kumar. He is a ocean of knowledge in Moodle. Really thankful to you, sir. Really, next I welcome our beloved speaker, Dr. Praveen Kumar, sir. Really, people are enjoying, sir, that we could witness from the comment section what they are posting in the YouTube. Today, of course, we will receive the same. And please continue your session, sir. I wholeheartedly welcome our MGR dignitaries, MGR organizing team, and my beloved participants. Without your support, this would have not seen this much success. Really, I'm happy to welcome all the pillars of this FDP program. Really, I'm grateful to you for supporting MGR initiative. I think I can come back again once our Praveen sir is finishing the session about telling the participation come attendance certificate and a summary how to go for a submission of feedback assessment form. All the things we will discuss in the end of the day around 1 o'clock. I will come back. I request our Dr. Jairaj sir to give a felicitation address. Welcome, sir.
Respected Dr. Manivannan sir, Dr. Praveen Kumar sir, respected professors, lecturers, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to one and all. At the outset, I wish to thank Dr. Manivannan sir for giving an opportunity to work with us, work with the IETULC in the e-learning program, the need of the hour. So, the Institute of Engineers India has been formed in the year 1920, and it has got a royal charter in 1935. Since then, it is continuing its journey. So we are issuing AMIE certificate. AMIE is equivalent to treated as a Bachelor of Engineering degree in the all over India, and many government and public private also organizations also. It is equivalent to BE graduate. It has been recruited in all government department also. The IEA also giving MIE certificates and FIE certificates for the working professionals. Since then, the contribution of IEA is encouraging students and other professionals in the conventionals. We are encouraging them by giving so many awards from the national level and international also. We are having total 100 local centers with a corporate membership of 2 lakhs and more than 10 lakhs student membership also. It's a great achievement for the. It's only a statutory body in the entire India to give technical support to the government of India. In this pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic period has given a lot of hurdles and problems to mankind also. Even then, it has created a way for doing such a wonderful event. All other factories, companies, and entire activity in the entire world has been blocked, and it has been standstill. Even then, the IT field has bounced back, and has come to normal, and they are work from home concept. The Wipro, Facebook, Twitter, and many other companies have instructed their employees not to come to the office till 2021 or 22. They can work from home. Like that, the environment has been cleared with less traffic. So it's a great opportunity to rethink our environment, and also we should concern about the earth. Last month also, IATULC in our Honorable Secretary, Dr. L. Ramesh has conducted marathon event of 13 hours program continuously for the benefit of academicians, professionals, and students. And it is a record break also, continuous for the cause of save earth. In the same time, it's a great opportunity for everyone to contribute in the reciprocate the environment. So I thank all the situation has been benefited, like Dr. L. Ramesh, Dr. Manivandan sir and his team is making the COVID pandemic period is a wonderful positive thing, and they are doing excellent contribution to the student community by organizing such workshops. The teachers are the teaching profession is a national noble profession, second to the doctor profession, I hope. So the teachers has to be developed their skill set with professionals like Dr. Praveen Kumar will give some tips to these teachers. They can develop their skill set, and then they will transform these lives of the students. So with these few words, I really congratulate and compliment Dr. Manivandan and his team for the wonderful opportunity for the success of the program, and I thank all the participants and the management of Dr.M.G.R. University for giving this wonderful opportunity for me to join you in the virtual media for facilitating this program. I hope this function will Dr. Manivandan will continue the same program in some other form in the coming years also. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You have spared your valuable day. I know today is the busiest day for you. Again, you are partnering with Aeronautics Society and hosting a international level conference today. Our Chancellor, Dr. Professor Vasagam, former VC Anna University and former VC M.G.R. University is taking part in that. We know that you are very busy, sir. And in spite of that busy schedule that you have come for our small function and graced the occasion, really thankful to you. And I request Vidya to take the proceeding and invite Praveen sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now it's time to call upon our chief guest to deliver the special address. I request the participants to kindly cooperate. Like yesterday, we will have a 10 minutes short break at 11:30 and we will resume the session at 11:40 based on the timing. And if you have any doubts or any questions, please type in the chat box. So over to you, Praveen sir. Praveen sir, unmute yourself, please.
Is it audible, ma'am? Yeah, thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to all my dear teachers and the participants of the 2 days workshop, faculty development workshop. So I think yesterday you have enjoyed a lot to learn a new thing regarding that the virtual teaching. And I have a hope on you because you have practiced in yesterday's session what you have learned for the further and future development of your professional growth. So based on that information, what we have discussed in yesterday's, that is how we can plan for the 3D structure of the course management. So based on those information, we are going to continue today's session. So today's session is completely boosting for you people to add some of the information in the course. Because yesterday you have prepared a skeleton regarding that virtual teaching, how you can carry out the information. But after that, the planning, so completely you have to manage whole session of the class, because once we set that class, it's not only not only restricted for only one thing. Because yesterday I have said that you all are the teachers are multitaskers, because in a one single time we are active, more active in the classroom, and we are controlling each and every situation of the classroom at the spot itself. So that's why, so when you are there in a virtual teaching, so how you can manage the complete course. So based on that, we are going to learn so many information regarding that Moodle platform in today's class. So first I want to start my session with one informative slide. So that is never stop learning. Yes, I think that you all are agree with the same one. So learning is a lifetime process. So it will not at all going to end up with any one such situation. So each and every step and each and every experience will be a learning for the human beings. So based on the previous learning, we are correcting ourselves and we are modifying our behaviors, and we are going to develop our good characteristics and good competencies by our own experience. So finally, we are telling that learning is never stop. So that's why in this pandemic period also, we are not at all going to stop the teaching and learning process, but we are going to make use of so many internet and ICT tools, and we are communicating with our students, and we are providing the good learning environment by using the internet or the technology. So the education technology is very much important for the teachers in all the times. So that's why we are going with the same boost up with the tag, that is never stop learning, with the continuation of that Moodle platform. So today's today's session is mainly concentrating on that, how to upload the resources to the Moodle platform by using resources and activity. Because yesterday only I have given some hints regarding that. So how you can add the resources and how you can add the assignment. So the base of that two main information, we are going to continue with that many things regarding the today's class. Because when we are going for a virtual teaching, so the teacher has to concentrate on the mainly four quadrants, that is the quadrant 1, quadrant 2, and quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So what it mean by, if we are asking a question for ourselves, so once the teacher started the teaching in a virtual way, the teacher has to concentrate on all the four types of quadrants. Because teacher has to create the e-tutorials, and the teacher has to prepare the e-content, and the teacher has to structure the discussion forum for the sake of the active participation of the learners, and finally the teacher has to conduct the assessment. So by having these 4 quadrants, we are planning our Moodle platform, how the teacher can create their e-tutorials for the sake of the students learning, and how the teacher can create that e-content, and how the teacher created e-content can be uploaded in the Moodle platform, and how the teacher can create the discussion forum for the sake of the students, and finally how the teacher can be assess the students. So by all these 4 questions, we are going to continue with the session of today's. So if you are telling that 4 quadrants, so that is the main focusing item in a Swayam. So I think you all are familiar with the word Swayam. Okay, in the Swayam platform, they are expecting a 4 quadrants. So the first quadrant is video lecture, because when you are there, when you are preparing the class, when you are preparing yourself for the class, just you can use many ICT tools, and you can create the video podcast for the sake of the students. Because once you are explaining the information, so you can create that one small video, and it will be a more effective manner of transaction with your students. So that is the one thing. So after that video lecturing, you have to provide some of the synopsis regarding that the content. So that will be called as a e-text, that is the reading material. And then the discussion forum. So once they have gone through that material which you have provided to the students, so when they understand that, and that time they have many confusions and many doubts. So for the clearance of the doubts and confusions, you have to create the discussion. When we are there in the face-to-face transaction, definitely there will be a Q&A session. So that Q&A session means the questioning and answering session. So you are directly asking a question to the students, and you are extracting the answer from the students. But we are not at all in the face-to-face communication, but we are in the virtual teaching. So in that virtual teaching, you can create the discussion forum. In the discussion forum, you can pose the question, and directly in a synchronized way, you can communicate with the students by using the discussion forums. And finally, the teacher has to know that how much the student have understood my concept or understood my content, which I transacted through the face-to-face mode or either in the virtual mode. So that's it. We have to make sure of that the assessment procedure in the classroom. By assessing the students, we will came to know that the students are gained the knowledge or not. Either the teacher have achieved their objective or not. To check the achievement of the teacher objective and to check the gaining level of the students, we are going to initiate that self-assessment test like quiz and other things. So today we are going to know that these 4 things. So if you are going to make a discussion, if you have an intention to create a discussion, how you can create the discussion forum and what all are the types of discussion forums are there. Then if you are going to create a video and e-reading materials, and what type of e-reading materials you should prepare. And if you are going to conduct the assessment session in the classroom, so how you can assess, how you can create that assessment section in the LMS platform by using the Moodle. So these 4 questions will be transacted, and these 4 questions will be cleared in today's sessions. So I hope you all are understood that what is the main agenda of today's session. So the first thing I want to say that, so the teacher has to create a e-material, the video tutorial and the e-content creation and the discussion forum and the assessment. So one thing I want to say that if you don't worry about how to create the videos. I think many of the listeners and many of the audience of this workshop, you have familiar with the word screencast-o-matic. As screencast-o-matic, there is so many tools are there. Screencastify is there, freely available tools are there. You can prepare the material, and by using that material, you can create and you can record your screens, and you can prepare that recording as a e-tutorials, that is e-videos. And then you have your own idea to interpret the ideas regarding that content part. So based on that your understanding and how you are going to prepare that content in the classroom, so based on those information, you can prepare a small synopsis of that content and you can provide the students by uploading in the Moodle platform. So that will be considered as a e-text. And then I already discussed with the discussion forum what it mean by, and finally you have to go for the assessment. So these are the 4 quadrants example for you people for the better understanding of that how I can how we can make sure of that the learning through the LMS platform by using many apps. But I am not at all going to concentrate on then what are the tools are there to create the video cast and other things. So my intention is how you can upload the videos and where you can search that videos, where you can search the videos and you can upload for the sake of the learning for the students. So that is the one intention. And my concern is we all are teachers and we always have to be open minded, because once we prepare the materials, it has to be circulate to the others. We cannot restrict ourselves for the materials which I prepared by myself. It is only for my sake. No, you don't think like that, because we all are teachers. We always have an intention to share our knowledge. So if we have if we have a thought regarding to share the knowledge, yes, we always has to be open minded. So that's why when you prepare the audios and video content, and when you prepare the e-content, you have to create as it is a CC license, because the CC license will lead to the creation of OER, Open Educational Resources. Once you create that information, once you created the materials, so it will be circulated to everybody, and we don't have any copyrights regarding that, because it is a knowledge. Knowledge is don't have any restriction. We have to circulate our knowledge and we have to spread our knowledge. By spreading the knowledge, definitely we will gain some more knowledge regarding that. So that's why you have to go for OER. So I think you all are familiar with that word OER also. So now I am going to tell you that how you can search that OER content for the sake of creation, for the sake of uploading the information in the Moodle platform. So this is a one website. What I am going to tell you is that is Creative Commons. So there is a two highlighted point. So one you have to one you have to identify that. So that is the one thing is CC. Okay, one thing is CC and another thing is C only. So it is directly indicating that. So if that is a CC, it understood by Creative Commons. So the Creative Commons will define that it is a tool for resource to librarian and libraries. It not only restricted for the librarians and the libraries, it is for the teaching fraternity community. Okay, so that Creative Commons it is freely legal tool. So if it is a Creative Commons, anybody can take that resource and they can make use of that and they can modify, reuse. All the facilities are there under the Creative Commons. But if you come to that C, that is the copyright, because when you are going for the videos and the e-text, you will identify that the symbol called C. It means that it has a restriction. So all the rights of that knowledge work will be related to the person who created that documents. So don't create that copyright documents, and you have to create that CC documents, CC videos, and by that CC video and CC document, it is freely available for everybody. They can reuse and they can modify the things and they can spread the thing, but with your attribution from whose it's given. So by the attribution, they can make use of that thing. So definitely when you are going to prepare, because after this workshop, I think you all are going to prepare your own videos and e-text. So please make sure that you are going to create that CC videos and CC documents. So it will be helpful for the teaching community and as well as the learning community in the worldwide. So that is the one thing. So you have to understand. So the next thing is, so there is one more new terminology called CCO. That is, we can read it as a CC0. Okay, so the same thing. The information is telling that if you are saying 0, so 0 have their own important identification of own significant role in our mathematics. Is it right? So CC0 means here completely there is no restriction for any material. So I want to weigh all my rights to a work. So the author, the preparer, so the one who is going to prepare the document, so that person will be always says that it is completely open for the use. So I don't have any restrictions. I will not at all going to put any restrictions for the use of that. Okay, then the one more icon is there, that is it will be identified as a public domain mark. So public domain means just you can observe the crossed C. So C means it is copyright. If we are crossing that, it means that we don't have any copyrights, and we will give a opportunity for the learners to open access our materials. So please be sure of that to create OER. So when you are going to make sure of that API and other marks, though higher authority and UGC and other administrator body will ask that how many OERs you have created. So how many video content you have created. So if you have created video content, and if you store that video content in a private mode, it will not at all going to acceptable, because the video content and the content which has prepared, that is e content which has prepared by the teacher, it should be available in a public domain, then only it is more valuable and it will have a more importance for the resources. So that's why be sure and make sure you have to create that CC based material for your course, because it will be useful for others. So that is a one basic information, and this is the sake this is only a for better understanding of that. So how many types of CCs are there, so which will be more optimal, so which will be which it is not at all going to modify and other things, but these are the license pattern and these are the license type. So always we used to see that, so share alike option. So if you are using share alike option, it is completely open. Just observe the first three things. So CCO, it is completely open for the learners, and CC by, so this is also openable for the learners and the access, and CC by SA. So most of the person we are going to suggest that you have to create that CC by SA. So SA means share alike. Just you can connect with that expansion of that word CC by SA. Okay. So SA means share alike. What the information you will get, you can share that document as alike. Okay. So next the ND means, so it is no derivatives. And NC means you should not use that material for the commercial purpose. Okay, so if you assume that, so I will download, I will make sure that I can reuse that information without any attribution, definitely you can, but there is a word called ethics. We all are the teachers and we are always said to teach the ethics to our students. So definitely I believe on ourselves and the teaching community, we will not at all going to violate that ethics in our teaching profession. So be sure that, and you will came to know that if you go for the CC license website, definitely you will came to know that the difference between all the 6 types of CC license. But I suggest you to that you have to opt that CC by SA, because it will be freely available and you can reuse, modify and share alike, and all the good features are available for the and download the information as well as the share the information. So that is the one thing. So I am not at all going to spend much time on this, because I have to show some of the resources uploadation format, and I have to create the quiz on a Moodle platform. So that's why I'm jumping with giving a brief introduction regarding that CC. So these are the system, these are the website, and these are the organizations are there. You can use the CC materials, because MIT and Boundless and the Khan Academy, so these are the websites. These are the websites that have much resources for related to that education field, for related to all the education streams. There is no restriction for that. They have created the resources and they have uploaded in their own website. You can go and you can search the materials which you want and which exact content do you want. Then you can download it and you can make use of that in your regular courses. Okay, so there is no restriction for that. This is some examples. Don't think that the only 3 main domains are there, the 3 main websites are there to download the information. There are so many websites are there in India. There are so many digital initiatives by the MHRD, because e-Pathshala is there, Swayam is there. So by using those all are the materials, you can make sure of that to make your effective class in the regular transaction. Okay, so that is the one thing. So next, the thing is, we have a doubt and we have a question. Sir, you have said that we have to upload the images, videos and documents. So how we can search that CC license images? So if you are using that CC license images, you have to make sure whether it is a copyright image or the CC license image. If you are taking a video, you have to make sure of that whether it is a CC license video or not. So you have to make sure of that. So when you open that Google search engine bar or the search engine window, so you will identify the setting button in the right end of the corner of the slide window. So you can identify that setting. Just click on that search setting. So that when you click on that setting, the one more pop-up will be open. In that pop-up, there will be a option called advanced search. So option called advanced search. So if you click on that advanced search, the new window will be open. Just observe that new window, how the new window will be look like. Just you can come to that the end of the end part of that slide. So there is a advanced search. In that advanced search, see, observe, there is a word called usage right. Usage right. In that usage right, you have to click on that down arrow mark and you will identify that all the 6 types of CC license which I have discussed in the previous slide. So in that you have to select CC by SA, Creative Commons Share Alike option. If you select that, then click on the search button and all the materials which will be displayed on the screen, all the information will be OER information. So there is no restriction for you people to make use of that, and there is no hesitation to there is no hesitation for you people to whether I can make use of that material. If I use that material, whether I have to give a I have to take a permission from the creator. So no issues of that. You can download and give attribution of that, and then you can go with the material usage in your regular classroom. So this is the one type of searching images regarding that OER. So and there is a second type. Just observe here. So how it will be. So how the thing will be look like when you are going for the second type. So when you open the same, this is the second type of identification of that OER images. Okay. So this is the second type. Just clear with that. So go with the Google search engine and you can type the image which you want and which you are expecting to search in the Google engine. So when you click on that, there will be a button and there will be a word called setting. It will be visible on the top layer of the search engine bar. Okay. So just you can identify that word setting and you can click on that word setting. If you click on that setting word, again the pop-up will be open. In that pop-up also there is a word called advanced search. In the previous also we have searched through the advanced search only. In the second discussion also we are doing that the advanced search, but there is a two-way of searching OER images. That is the previous one is the first type and the second one is the second type. So the main thing and the commonalities is you have to go with the settings and you have to click on the advanced search. In the advanced search, you will find out that what type of images you are expecting. Because if you want to be more ethical, you have to select that the usage way of the usage rights of the materials. So when you click on that advanced search, the new window will be open. This new window, in the end of that new window, it will be asking that usage right. When you observe that usage rate, it will be visible like not filtered by license. It is automatically generated information. Now you have to filter what type of images you are expecting and what type of images you are try to search. So if you click on that down arrow mark which is there in the user rights, so there will be a window open, there will be a pop-up open like this. So not filtered by license, free to use or share, and free to use or share even commercially, and free to use, share or modify and free to use, share or modify even commercially. See, I am suggesting you to go with that free to use, share or modify, because I know that you all are creative teachers. When you downloaded the information, you are never going to interpret the information as it is. You are going to make sure you are going to create that information in your own way. Is it right? And you are extracting the main idea of the document. So by that taking that document idea and you are interpreting with your own creative idea. So take that free use, share or modify, then it will be a good for you people. After that, selecting free to use, share or modify, then you have to click on the advanced search. Okay, once you completed that advanced search, the window will be open which you are expecting and which you type for the for the purpose of the exploration. That images will be open in the website, in the Google site. So then you can go with the high resolution images, because sometimes what the teacher will do, they will select a small image and they will try to drag the image. When you drag the image, definitely there will be a less resolution and it will look like a merge, and student will say that, madam, it is not at all visible, sir, it is not at all clear, because we cannot identify the information by through that image. So better you have to identify a good resoluted image with a high resolution. Okay, you can always go for the more than 1000 pixel resolution. Then if you drag that image, definitely it will be a complete visible to the students and it will be more effective in the classroom. So make sure of that. So for the hint of that, there is a button called more. So if you click on that more, it will be asked that what type of what size of image you are expecting. There you can select the type of and the size of the image. According to that, image will be displayed. So this is how we are going to identify that CC based or OER based images. Though this is the sake of that for your better understand. So why I am telling, because this, so we have to upload and we have to make use of that some of the images in our classroom. So for the sake of that the image usage in the classroom, you have to search that OER images only. In a future, I am going to tell you that where the OER images, the high resoluted, a variety of images are available in the website, and what are those websites I am going to discuss in the next after the few slides. Okay, so the next thing is video. Okay, so the teacher now it is up in the pandemic situation, the COVID lockdown situation, the teacher have a big break. Okay, and the huge holidays. Okay, so in that huge holidays, I know that you all are completely engaged with your knowledge transaction and knowledge creation world. In that time, you can create your own videos. So if you created your own video by using so many apps, so it's not a thing to scared about anybody. It's not a thing to scared about the copyright. But sometime you will feel that if there is a good number of videos available, if it is a more resoluted and a high HD definition videos are available in the net, I can make use of that. So that idea will be there. So there is two ideas. The teacher created idea one, and it's already somebody have created the videos and they have uploaded in the internet. I can search that video and check the license. Then I can go for to download the video. So those two types are there. But I will give a first preference for that. The first information, that is you the teacher and you the democratic leader of that class. So you have to prepare the video. And when you are preparing the video, there is no restriction for you related to that language. Because if you belong to Marathi, you can prepare that Marathi video. If you belong to the Hindi, you can create Hindi video. If you belong to that Kannada, you can create that voice over with the Kannada. So as like that, in all the local language, in all the regional language, we can create the videos. And you think that I don't have any videos related to that my content part, and you have shocked when you search in the Google and the YouTube. If the videos is not at all available, then you will be scared about that. So how I can show the video? So for avoiding these are the situations, now you have to start. It is the right time for you people to create the videos regarding that your content, and you can upload it privately, and you will have a good number of scores for that. So that is the one thing. So when we come to that, the video selection, so open the YouTube. After that opening a YouTube, you have to type the content which you are, which type of and which content based video you are expecting. So you can type that in the search bar. Okay, after that search bar, once you click on that search icon, so the window will be open like this. These are the type, these are the informative window will be open for you people. Okay, so that first will be says that filter. So next after that filter, so it is asking you to whether you are searching the video by the upload date. Based on the upload date you are searching the video, or based on the type you are going to identify the video, or based on the duration. If you want 1 hour video, click on that duration tab and you can go for the searching. Then if you have a 2 minutes or 3 minutes animated video, you can go for that. So I think you have familiar with that greater and sorry, lesser than and greater than symbols. So lesser than 4 minutes and greater than 20 minutes, the videos are available. You can make sure that. And the thing is, need not to upload the complete video. Just you can collect the link of that video. You can paste in the Moodle that is LMS page. Then it will be visible for the students to access. And but now I am going to say that how you can search the CC license video in YouTube. If you make use of that CC license video, definitely it is no issue based video. So under the features, you have identified that Creative Commons. Okay, so you can identify that Creative Commons. Just click on that word Creative Commons, then the videos list will be open in the YouTube, and directly you can search, you can identify that which is CC videos. Okay, so when you've added the filter option of CC Creative Commons video, see, observe here there is a arrow mark. I think it is in a white color, so you can observe that it is a CC. There in the description bar only it is visible that the word CC. So if the word CC is there, it is freely available for you people to make use of those videos in your class. Okay, so that is the one thing you have to be identified. So when you are searching the video, don't go for the general search, and you have to more specify. You all are knowledgeable teachers and you are more ethical teachers. I assume that in the next search we will go with that Creative Commons filter and you can search the video. And the thing, once the resource person said that you have to go for the Creative Commons, yes, we went and there is no availability of that CC video. Yes, that is the one opportunity for you people to create the video. Okay, so be sure that, and you have to prepare your own video and you can upload in your own YouTube channel. Clear? So this is the way how we are going to identify the CC videos. Okay, so example of that in the previous slide I have said that, so there are so many websites are there related to that OER images. Okay, just record these information: Pixabay, Pixia and Pixels. So these are the main three. Okay, not only three, there are so many options are there, but you can identify a variety of images. Just you can observe that the background of that the background image of that slide, you can identify that clarity of the camera. I think you can easily identify that. See, observe that clarity of the image. This type of clarity wise image will be available in these three main websites, that is Pixabay and other things. In here, in these three things, in these three websites, you will search the images related to that your content part which you are expecting. Okay, so that is the one thing. Then, and there is some more websites are there. So again, you can record this also. The public domain archive, Unsplash, Little Visuals, public domain pictures, New World Stock, Pickup Image, and Splitshire. So these are the additional websites for the images. Okay, so this is the image identificational website for your content transaction, because we are not at all restrict ourselves for only a textual image. In between the textual image, we always try to provide the images, because psychology says that the 20% of the learning knowledge will be gained by the visuals. So by showing the visual, it will give a chance for the students to develop their thinking skills and the creative skills. So make sure of yourself to identify the good images and the clarity wise images you can provide in your course, and it will be a main thing for the learners to think over it, and they can express their opinion over it. So I think you have recorded these all are the information. Yes, and the continuation of that image. See, these all are the foreign websites where you can identify the images. Okay, so the British Library. So as like that, there are so many websites for the images. You can go and search the images, and you will identify that a good number of images and the good clarity based images and resolution based images for your courses. Okay, the next thing, so this is the basic information for the what it exactly says. So just it is a one few seconds for your understanding. I am not at all going to explain all the information regarding all six types of sorry, six types of licensing. Just you can read the information. The information will be available in the internet. Just you can go with that and you can understand. Then you can select which type of license you are going to select for your own materials. Okay, so the next, with the base of these are the searching, these are the search objects, these are the search content. So now we are entering to that my own course. I am going to upload the resources by using a many activity tools in the LMS. So that is the one thing. So with before starting my the uploadation of the resources activity, so first I want to say you is be sure and be you always try to select OER images for the better use in the classroom, because once you prepare that OER, definitely it will be a good initiative by yourself and with the your end, and it will be open for the others to make use of that. Okay, all the best dear teachers. I think you all are going to prepare your own videos and your own creative ideas by using CC license, and you will post that videos in the public domain, and please share that videos with me also. Definitely I will be a happiest persons to see your video. Okay, so thank related to that. First, I want to say thanks to that OER, because they have give a good idea about to create that so many information. So this is the first activity. So this is the first activity of today's session, that is add an activity or resources. So to initiate to start this session, that is the add resources, just I want to recall the previous information. So in a yesterday class, in the yesterday session, we have came to know that how to add these are the activities. How to add these are the activities, because we have to turn edit on, and there will be a plus symbol, add an activity or resources. Just you can click on that. If you click on that add an activity or resources, the pop-up will be open. In that pop-up, definitely the resources will be the resources activities will be open. So here we are going to select what type of resources we want and what type of resources I am going to upload. So that is the one thing. So in all the type of activities, so there is a two things. So the first thing is you can upload the direct information. That is the first one. And the second type is just you can copy the URL and you can paste the URL in the LMS page by and then save that link in the LMS page, and then the student may access that link. When they click on that link, the link will lead the students to take to that the material which we have uploaded in the LMS page. So The thing is, you can upload the direct information. So that is the first thing. Second thing, you can copy the URL and you can paste the URL here and let the students to explore that. So if you are pasting the link, the Moodle site, the Nomio Moodle site will not at all expecting that, not at all occupying a more size of the capacity. Okay, because the link will be a small KB. Okay, so that KB, if you are uploading a KB files, definitely it will expect, and it will expect as less the number of storage. So that is the one option. Always try to upload the link, because by clicking that uploaded link, the student may directly access the path of that file where it was and where you have selected. Okay, so need not to worry about that thing. So first you can select by clicking on that first round. Okay, just you can click on. If you click on that, the highlighted point will be open in the black color. So select and click on. If you click on that book, the information will be open in front of that book, how you can make use of that. So as like that, you have to mention the name of book, because example, I want to provide that one complete book regarding the education psychology, or then one more important thing, that is research and research methodology. In engineering, you can add that electronics related and the communication related and the software related. All the informative books are available, freely available in the internet. You can go with that, and after that thing you can select the book and you can upload that book in a LMS page. Either you can upload by using a link, or you can upload whole file in the link. So, and there is a one more option. If you have downloaded the complete book, if the downloaded the complete book of 500 page, which consists of 7 or 8 chapters, and there is an option in the internet, PDF divider. Okay, I think it is a PDF related to that only. You can make use of that PDF chapter divider like that. So I will give you that one small information regarding the end of the session. Okay, so by using that tool, you can divide that all the 7 chapters of one complete PDF book into part by part. The one unit, first unit separate, second unit separate, and third unit separate, and fourth unit separate. As like that, you can individually or separately you can give that unit wise book for the students. Okay, so if you provided 500 pages of book, definitely the student will be get more worried about that. So how can I read the 500 page of book? So like that. So you always motivate the students to learning towards, and present situation the learning habit is getting less activated. So that's why you have to develop that reading skill also in the students. Okay, so when you have uploaded that file, give the book name first. Okay, then write the description. Okay, after that write the description. If you are uploading a file, or if you are uploading the thing, that is a link, just you can click on that crossed 8 symbol and you can paste this link here, and you can go and save and return to the course. So when you mention these two things, okay, when you mention these two things, and finally you can go and say that save and return to the course, and it will be uploaded to the course file, course platform, or course page. Okay, so when you upload it, when you click on that save, it will available for the students to access. Either you can access the restrict access to the students. So today you are uploading the file, and that file has to be open with the date of June 2nd. Okay, you can click on that restrict access. In that restrict access, there is a option called date option. Okay, I think you have all familiar with that restriction, because yesterday I have demonstrated that. So you can go with the date option. In that date option, it is asking that from from means from where it will be, and then it is going to ask the timings also. Okay, It is also asking the timings. So from which time exactly it should be accessed by the student. So make sure of that restrict access, because we have to plan for the course. So if we are a intention and we have a plan to execute our course in the next week, so you have to make use of that restriction code for the class. So after that, the exact date and time, it will be open for the students to access the material. So that is the one thing of book. So it will be consist of complete book of the resources. So that is the one thing. So next, the second thing is file. So file means you have created that synopsis, or you have created the summary of that content. Okay. So if you click on that file, the window will be open how to upload the file. Okay. In that time, you have to provide the name of that file. So what file name you have given, you can provide the chapter notes or the parts of chapter 1, like that. You can give you can give any title of that resources, but it should be understood by the student, and it should link to that unit or the chapter which you are taken. Okay, then you have to type the name, and you have to type the description here. And finally, if you are saying that file, so it may be a document. Okay, it may be a document, it may be a PDF. Okay, and it may be a image. It may be image. Okay, so all the three types of file you can use in that by clicking on the first folder icon. Okay, you can just click on the first folder icon. If you click that first folder icon, it will open the new window to select or choose a file. If you click on that the choose file, it will leads you to that the system, and where that file will be stored in different drives. Either it is in the desktop, or either it is in a C drive. I think you all are you are not at all going to save any files in the C drive, because if your laptop and if your computer has get crashed, so all the resources will be destroyed. So be sure that always you have to keep your resources in the D drive, because the D drive can be recovered by the person, that is a knowledgeable person, that is the technical person. So save your all the materials in the D drive itself. Okay, select the file and upload the file, so that file will be visible in the space provided by the uploaded space. Okay, here it will be visible, and again here there is a restriction. If you want the restriction, you can access, otherwise go and save to return the course. Go and save to return the course. So if you click on that save and return to the course, definitely the file will uploaded in the course page, and the student may access that course page. So I am summarizing that. So you have to go with the turn editing on, then select activity or resources, click on that. Then you can go with select the resources type and click on that, open that, add that. Then once you click on that add button, the setting menu will be open. In that setting menu, you have to make sure of that the name, description, either you are going to add the files or the link. Then if you want, you can add the restriction, otherwise leave it that as it is, and you can go and save the settings. Okay, once you save and return, the file will be uploaded into the course page. So I think you all are familiar. So okay, if you have understood, just nod your head. I will assume that you have nodded your head, then it will confirm me to yes, you have understood the concept and understood the process of that, how to add the book and add the file. Is it right? Yes. Yes, many of them you have nodded. Yes, I came to know that because it is a telepathy. Okay, I will continue with my presentation. Okay, so the third thing is folder. So folder means the many resources, okay, or many files will be pooled in one storage space is called a folder. Okay, in that folder you can add images, documents, files, and whatever the materials you have prepared for your own course. You can upload all the information in the folder. Okay, in that folder you will store every information regarding that one unit. Okay, so for that to complete unit or complete content information can be stored in a folder. So you can make use of that folder and you can upload in the LMS page also. The procedure is same. So once you click on that folder, the setting folder will be open. You have to provide the name and you have to give a description regarding that what that folder contains and what information that folder contains. Then you have to upload by using that first folder option. Click on that and upload the folder, and then if you want you can access the restriction access. Then after that access of the restriction, then you can go and say, see how much easy it is. Because in yesterday I have said that for the virtual class there is a less preparation. So less preparation means once one clicking or once you have prepared all the information, just you can upload and use that restrict access. Then definitely there is no thing for that for that execution or the transaction of the class in the virtual mode. Okay, once you prepared everything and let them, the student has to explore the information and they can access the information. So you can make that elements as a virtual synchronized and as well as asynchronized. So in both the way you can make use of that. Okay, so file uploadation, and you came to know that the file uploadation, the book, file and folder, all the three things. One difference is when you going to upload the book, the first thing will not at all going to visible completely, that uploadation file. Okay, so that is the way how you can upload the folder. And the second is IMS content package. So I am not at all going to in depth of that because it is a complete package that. So it will take 1 day to explain the complete information. So which is more usable and feasible, and there is no restriction and there is no much complication so to use in your regular classroom. That much I am going to concentrate, because I am not at all going to make you get confused with that usage of the resources. Because the teacher will always have images feedback, images information, PDF information, and as well as a doc information and some of the blogs and other websites. Okay, so by using these 5 types of resources, so this is essential for you people to transact with the students and communicate with the student. So that's why I'm jumping to that, the next thing, that is page and the URL. Okay, so why I don't think that sir jumped with the left that IMS package and the label, they're moving towards the page and URL, because it is only one sake. I am telling you to that, I am clearing you to that the easy way of stored resources in your LMS page. So that's why I have jumped to that the last two information, that is the page and as well as the URL. So page is also like that only. So page, you can copy the page. So when I am going for the hands-on experiences, there I will tell you that. So how you can select the page when you search the information. So you have searched that one file regarding that constructivism or communicating tools or collaboration tools or 21st century skills. So if you have selected this, so the Google search engine will be displayed many information for you people. So you will click on that hyperlink which you are familiar and which you find that the more information. So when you click on that the hyperlink, then in the search engine, in the search menu bar, search bar, there will be a link. So that will be a URL link. Okay, you can copy that URL link. That will be a page link. So that page link will be make use of this in the LMS page by using that cross 8 symbol. Okay, by clicking on that, you can paste the link, page link, and you can save and return to the course. So how simple steps it is. There is no more complication and there is no much complex things in that uploading the file and the URL. So the same procedure will be followed to that page and as well as the URL. Okay, so that is much information. So So observe that. So when you come to that URL, so in the URL, the thing is, so you have to mention the name of that URL and you have to type your URL here. So need not to go for typing. Just you can select that URL in the search in the menu bar, in that search bar. Just you can right click there and copy there. In the when you right click, there will be a clicking called copy. You can copy there and you can put your cursor in the external URL link and you can click the cursor and go for the right click and paste. Otherwise, just you can use a short keys called say control control V. Hello, that is control C and control V. Okay, if you are using control C, it is copy, and if you are using control V, it is paste. Okay, so only the two short keys you make use of that. You can copy and paste. You can try it out. So where the file is there, what are the things you are going to copy from one place to another place, use the control C and use the control V for the paste. So then it will be easy for you to access the things. Okay, then write the description. After that description, directly you can go and save to return to the course. So this is the way. So only the main thing is you have to write the name and you have to identify the URLs if there is. Then you have to write the description, and if you want that the restriction for that access, you can provide the restriction and you can go with the save and return to the course. So if you did these activities and if you completed this procedure, definitely the resource activity which you have selected, that will be visible on in your Moodle page, the LMS page. That is the one thing what we always try to intend, and always we have to concentrate on this. So that is the thing. So where you can find out and where you can identify the different types of tools, and different tools means the different types of sources and the different types of materials and the suitable materials and suitable content for your class. So for example, in a Swayam Prabha channel, that is the government MHRD initiative. So in the Swayam Prabha channel, you will get it many resources for the sake of better understanding of the content. You can select the content which do you want by using a filter. Then you can select and you can upload that information in your LMS page. And as like there is a Swayam. In that Swayam also there is a important information, important videos are there. Then there is a National Academy of Depository. So that National Academy of Depository will also have a n number of resources, and Yantra. So there is a different streams in education, science, arts, and humanities as like that. So engineering, all the types of all the resources which is related to the different fields of education will available here. You can search and you can access that material. So National Digital Library of India is there, e-Pathashala is there, and virtual lab is there. In a virtual lab, you can identify many simulated experiments there, and the Acharya is there, Vidwan, Fosses, and e-Kalpa. Spoken tutorial, IIT Bombay is that spoken tutorial. There are so good number of that resources are there. It's created and handled by the IIT Bombay. Then show the Sindhu, talk to a teacher, campus connectivity, ask a question, yes, what not. So these all are the websites and these all are the repositories. So is available at present situation. You need not to worry about the content. If you not yet found any content in one website or one depository or repository, you can go and search in some other places, that is some other IDs. Okay. From there you can easily get the information by your side, and you can make use of that resources in the website in your LMS page. So be clear with that. You have to use that OER contents and OER information for the sake of your classroom transaction. Clear? So this is the information for you people where you can identify the information. And other things are there. Some of the projects are initiated by the government. So in that project also you can identify many type of resources. There will be a availability of that resources. You can make use of that resources also for your classroom transaction, that is virtual classroom transaction. It will be more useful for that, because in a face to face transaction, if you are continuously talking, so it will be a one way of communication. But here we are going to make use of that flipped classroom and as well as a blend classroom. So you can use that synchronization and as well as asynchronization, and you can provide the materials and let them the students to explore that material. Then they will come to the class and you can pose the question for the discussion, and then there will be a flipped classroom. So as like that, you can transact your online class in different way. It will be in the hands of you people. If you are more creative, you can create your class as more and more creative, then the student will be effective learners in the classroom. If you not yet put any effort, definitely it will be a passive classroom. I know that you all are knowledgeable teachers and you all are very much eager learners. Okay, so you are the eager learners. So you definitely will create your class in a creative way, and you will make sure that your student has to be more creative compared to you. Okay, all the best, dear teachers. Be sure of that, and you have to create the creative classes by using this virtual platform. Okay. And these are the some of the links. Okay, so the links which I am providing for some of the OER resources. So NROER, so that is a National Repository of Open Education Resources. You will get some of the OERs there. And the National Program of Technology Enhanced Learning, that is NPTEL. And many of the teachers and professors are familiar with the NPTEL because they have completed their FDP and there's so many MOOCs courses under the NPTEL. So I am sure that familiar, that word will be familiar for you people. And some learners are familiar with the Khan Academy. This is the India Khan Academy is one of the OER repository, and there will be a n number of resources available for the thing. And the test Mumbai, that is the one thing, and CK12. So these all are the websites, and these all are the source generators. Source generators are there. You can go and take a help of them, and you can go and search the content material for which you are expecting for your classroom. So based on that, definitely we will make our virtual classroom more and more effective and more creative. So if the effectiveness and creativeness, all the two things, E and C, okay, effectiveness and creativeness is there, definitely it will be a good classroom. So that is the thing you have to be always remember. Okay, so by this I want to say that the first basic information of that we are going to complete that. So next I want to go and tell you that how you can how you can add the information. The continuation part of that information will be in the LMS page. Okay, that is the one thing. So by that basic information, the uploadation of the resources. So uploadation of the resources, after that you have to create the interactive sessions in a classroom. So interaction is very much important. So collaboration, communication, creativity, these all are the four C's. What I am telling, this is very much essential in the 21st century. We will say that 21st century four C's. So as like that, communication and interaction should be there in the classroom. Communication will be happens when you are there in a face to face. So interaction has to be created by interaction also be there in a regular face-to-face transaction, but here you have to create that interaction by using the LMS. Keep in your mind, you are not at all there in a face-to-face classroom situation, you are there in a virtual situation. You have to create that interaction session with your students. Otherwise, again, the students will be a just passive listeners when they were there in a face-to-face transaction. So you have to create that interaction based classroom through by using the LMS. Definitely it is available. And once I said the interaction word, some questions will be raised in your mind. Sir, if there is a face-to-face communication, definitely if we don't want also the interaction will be happens. But if we are in the LMS, we are in the virtual classroom. So how can we create that interaction in by using the virtual classroom? So that question will be definitely raised in you in your mind. Yes, I am sure, I am damn sure that yes, definitely we can create that interaction by using these three information and these three main tools. So that is first one is forum and the second one is chart. It's not charts. Okay, I think in this situation you all are very much eager to eat charts. Yes, yes, I am also very much eager to eat chart. But the thing is, we have to create a chart section with the student. So it may be more spicy when we are talking with the students. Definitely, because that crispiness of the content should be there when you are talking with the students. So that charts, that crisp of the content. So charting will be formal and informal, but we are involving ourselves with that LMS. So the content based charting should be there, because nowadays the students are very much familiar with the mobile phones and they are always engaged themselves with the WhatsApp and other Instagram and Twitter and other social media, and they are much more faster to compare to the teachers in the charting sections. Okay, so because they know that how to chart and how to concisely message, concise the message by sending a charting, by sending a message by using the chart. So charting is also one of the important thing, and messaging is also one of the important thing. By using these three things, we will say that we can create the interaction by using a forum. If you are using a forum, it is asynchronous communication. The forum, you will pose the question. Okay, you will pose the question and you will let the students to type their opinion regarding that question. Okay, there is two things. If you are raising or if you are creating a thread of discussion, the student will reply for that. If you created a thread in the form of question, so the student may give their opinion in the form of answer. Okay, so there is no presence of a teacher in that forum. Okay, so forum will be asynchronous. So when the chart section has been started, it is simultaneous conversation with the students and as well as the teacher. Okay, the teacher presence is there, so we can easily say that it is synchronized way of interaction. Okay, in a chart, the student will sending a message, the student will involve themselves with the charting. For the instant reply the teacher has to provide. The teacher cannot say that no students, now I am busy, so you can chat, you can send your messages, then I will come with you, I will come back and I will join with you. No, the teacher should not say like that. So because it is a synchronized way, the instant reply should give to the students. If the students not get a proper reply and instant reply, definitely there will be a demotivational factor for the students. My teacher is not at all interested and my teacher is not at all going to reply for my thing, my message. So why I have to involve myself with the charting? So they will definitely walk out from the chat section. So be sure of the teacher. So you have to spend much time for that. If you started the charting, you have to spend a little bit time for that, and much time, little bit or much time, depend upon the complexity of the content. Okay, you have to spend a spare time for that charting section. Okay, then the messaging, it's like chart only. So the charting and message, there is a simulated similar things, but messaging is a private communication. So the if the student have any personal queries regarding that content, they can message. Okay, the individual message will be there in a classroom transaction. So there is a small difference between a thin layer of difference between the chat and message, but I am not at all going to complete with that all the differences between the chat and message. Just to can clear that idea. Yes, there are three tools which we can make use for the sake of the interaction. That is forum, chat section and the message section. So now I am going to show you how to interact. So how it is very much important and how we can define that in a that is the chart, forum and the message. So this is the textual information of what we can call it as a chart, and how we can identify, yes, this is a chart, and what are the features of there. So all the things will be there in the slide. So if you read these are the information, you will came to know that. So what it mean exactly by the chart. Okay, so that is the thing. So now I am going to show you that how to add the chart bar. Okay, how to add the chart bar or chat activity in your LMS page. I think you all are agree, without chart and without discussion forum, the classroom is incomplete. Is it right? Yes, definitely. Many of them you have nodded your head. Yes. So chart section and as well as a forum section. These two things are very much important for you people because it will leads you to create interaction with the students, and it will be leads to that the interaction based classroom. Otherwise, it is only a one way of classroom. Because if there is a one way of classroom, definitely the daydreamers will be raised in the classroom. I think you all are not at all allow the students, not at all allow the daydreamers to be there in your classroom. Is it right? So that's why always you have to be interactive in the classroom. So I always used to say that the devils has to be sit in my class, because the devils is always engaged themselves with one or another activity. So they are the only one person those who are going to make teacher active. So don't hesitate to get any information, any misanswer from the students. So you all are teachers, don't hesitate and don't get fear. If the students have gave a mischievous answer, accept it, and then you make them to realize that it should not given in the classroom. So that type of teacher is required in the present situation. If the student said any answer, no, it is out of context, it is out of syllabus, just you can sit down. So don't make such statements in the classroom, dear friends. Please be sure and please be polite. If you are handling the situation in a polite way, definitely the student will be more and more active in your classroom. So be polite in the class, okay? And accept all the types of answer from the students, and you know that which is the correct answer and which answer should be connected to your question, and let them to think over their answer with their self, then they will realize that. Okay, so that is the one suggestion what I am going to give. So now I am moving forward towards the chart, how to add the chart activity. So you can select the chart, then you can add the chart. After that you have to make some of the setting. So the setting means, as usual, you have to give a name for the chart section, write the description here, and under the chart section, and these are the common module settings are there. So chart section, visibility and other things are there. Common module setting is there. If you want any information regarding that, the how the chart section should be initiated, so that information will be come under that. So once you completed the name and description, definitely you can go and click on that save and return to the course. Then the course chart action will be, that activity will be added to your LMS page. So observe here. So when I said that chart section, chart session, so what are the things has to be made and what are the settings has to be made related to chart session? Because chart session is, see, chart sessions, the next chart time, you have to set the time, date, month, year. So if you have an intention to start the chart session in December 25th, 2020, there are a long time. Now you can prepare and post it and give a restriction, and it will be open in that day only, that is December 25th. Okay, so there is no issue for that. So you can use of that restriction option. Okay, so date, day, month, year, then the timings. Okay, after this you have to repeat the published session time. If you are going to continue the chart session, you can make use of that repeat and publish the session time. Okay, so today I not yet completed one chart session, so it will be continue for the next day. You have to select that repeat and publish session, and you have to give a date and time for that. Tomorrow the session will be continue. The court is adjourned. I think you all are familiar with this type of statement in the cinemas. Is it like? So we are not at all going to say that statement, but we will make sure that we will type that information and we will set the timings for the next continued session. Okay. So next, after that, the save past sessions. So if the chart session has been completed in the previous one in the yesterday, so you can save that, because it will be a one type of assessment, one type of interaction. If any authority of your college asks that what you have did in a lockdown period, have you connected the chart session? Yes, you can show the document and you can prove that yes, I have conducted the chart session. Okay, so that is the thing. In a common module setting, the availability. So the student has to came to know that my teacher have initiated the chart session. So it should be identified on the first page of the course. Okay, in the if you have a intention, when the student open your course, the first page the teacher hosted the chart session on dash and dash timings and the date. If this information has to be shown in the first page of the course, you have to select that show on course page. It will be visible on the course page. When the student open your course page, that time the direct visibility of the chat session will be visible to the student. Then they will click on that, they will read the description, and then they will engage themselves with the chart section. Okay, that is the one thing related to the chart session setting and the common module setting. After that, okay, after that you have to save what I said, that here is there no save and return to the course. So save and return to the course has to be clicked on after these two things, that is chart sessions and the common module setting. If you created that, it will look like here. See, click here to enter the chart now. Okay, if you created the chart session, the chart session will be start like this. It will be highlighted like this. Student has to click on here. It is a hyperlinked. Okay, so once the student have to click on that, the new window will be open here. Okay, so here to see, observe here, click here to the enter the new chart now. So this is the one heading the teacher has created. Observe the path also. Okay, simultaneously you can observe the path where we are. Okay, so then here there is an action button. Okay, in the action button, if you want any edit, you can edit. There is a button, there is an option called edit setting. By clicking on that edit setting, you can easily make sure of that what are the things has to be edit in the chart session. So once you started the chart session, see in the previous slide I have said that click here to enter the chart now. Once the student has to click on that, the window will be open like this. So this is a chart window. Don't get confused, my dear audience. So when the student click on that, the click here, enter to the chart now, the window, the chart window will be open like this. The chart window will be open like this here. So the first, there are three types of things. There are three types of chart appearance is there. So see here, observe here, there is a theme. If you click on that theme, there will be a three option: bubble option, compact option, and the course theme. Okay, so observe the three different types of charting effectiveness. Okay, this is the chart appearance. Okay, first is course theme. It is a general theme for the chart section. It will be look like this. See, I am the admin. So I have started the chart. So I have started, my dear participants. So observe the general format of a box. Okay, this is the one general format, that is automatic format. If the student wants to be, the chart session should be more effective and it look appearance has been an effective way, you can select either bubble form and the compact form. If you select the compact form, the highlighting information, the message will be highlighted. The message will be highlighted. So then if you select that bubble format, the bubble format will be differ from another two formats of the chart session. So it will be identified. See, observe in the first, the timings is visible in the right side. Okay. In the second type, the timings and the administrator will be visible on the same platform. In the bubble format, that admin is admin and as well as the type will be visible out of the box. So only the chart thing will be visible in the chart window. So these type of modification you can make and you can try to attempt in your chat section. So that is the one thing. Okay, when you are going for the use more accessible interface. So if the usage of that use more accessible interface, because here you will get a list. Okay, you will get the attendees and you will get the information at what time they have attended and what time they have entered to the chart. That complete tabulated information appearance will be happen by clicking the use more accessible interface. Here you in the first thing, here you can identify that, only the that charting thing, charting related information. Here you can easily identify that who chart and at what time they have chart, what message they have chart. All the tabulated column wise message will be visible for you. There you can easily identify that who they are involved in my class and who they are not yet entered to the chart session. Then you can easily point out that student's name and the left out student's name. Clear? So that is the advantage of that use more accessible interface. See where we will get these are the features in a regular classroom. In a regular class only, we cannot concentrate on all the 100 students. Simply we are going to point out that few students, okay, you tell, and you tell, like that. So in a Moodle platform, definitely we can easily point out that which student are more active and which student are not at all active in my classroom. So that is a one major facility we can get it by the LMS platform, that is Nomio platform. In all the LMS platform, the same thing will be there. Okay, so and this is one example for you people. See here there is a PDF file in the that related that additional resources you can add. You can add in that additional resources by giving a chart section. Before only you can provide the material. Based on that material you can go with the charting with the students. Okay, that is the one thing. And then you can go with that the information regarding that how we can view the past sessions. Once the first chart session has been completed, the first chart session, this the view part past chart session will not at all visible, because not yet we have started the chart session. So first chart session have been completed, then the view part past chart session will be appeared for you. You can click on that, you can see, you can go with that previous chart and you can list out the things. Okay, so that the recalling session will also be there in the chart session. So the first thing is, you have, if you are starting the first charting session, you have to click on that, enter the chart now. If you are going to see who they are entered to the chart room by using that use more accessible interface, and then you have to click on that the view past chart session for the sake of to identify the previous over chart sessions. Okay, these are the things you can make sure of that. See this session and delete this session. If there is no more storage capacity, you can download it and you can next delete the chart session. Either you can save that chart session in your LMS page only, or in the form of PDF or the doc. So that is the more advantage you are there in a this one, that is the chart session. See, this is the one example how the chart session will be look like. So how the user admin will be look like, and how they can send the images. So those are other things are there. And the discussion forum, the chart is as like the chart, there is a discussion forum. So the one major quadrant of a Swayam is you have to create the discussion forum. Otherwise, it will not at all going to complete. If you have any intention to take up the Swayam MOOC courses, you have to create and you have to provide and you have to monitor the discussion forums. Okay, so the discussion forums, as the previous one, just click on, read the information and make sure of that the information, and click on the add. And after that, click on the add, the general setting window will be open. That general setting window will leads you to that the create that chart, that is a discussion forum. Write the discussion forum name, and then write the description. Then you can go with that forum type. This is very much important. Okay, so this is very much important. Why? Because you can go with that any type of discussion forum. In previous only I have said that just you can post a question. Okay, so how the virtual teaching is more helpful for the teachers? That is a one question. So you can pose that question in the discussion forum. Let the student has to answer for that. Okay, so that is a one time. And you can make a statement. Yes, the technology can replace the teachers. Justify. So that is a statement that student has to justify that statement. Okay, you can try out that. Okay, you can try, these are the options for in a different classes, and you will came to know that, and you will look into that what type of things are there and how it will look like. So that is the one thing. And the second, attachments and word count. Here in the discussion forum, you can allow the student has to post the videos and post the images and post the online text. So if you are going to let them, the students, to develop the writing skills of a student, you have to select that attachments and the word count. That attachment and the word counts, you have to restrict the size of the file. Okay, file means that online file. Then the maximum number of attachments. So if you are providing the online text format, if it is an online text format, don't go for the maximum number of attachments. In a yesterday only I have said that in engineering courses there is a project activities. Okay, they have to prepare their codings. Okay, so they have to generate, they have to write the code, and they have to prepare that code, and they have to submit through the document form. So for that time, so you can access, you can restrict the students to submit that file format for 1 or 2. If you have provided the generation of the 2 coding system, you can allow them to upload the two files only. Okay, attachments. So as like that, depend upon the selection of options, you have to set the discussion forum settings. Okay, that is the thing. Next, display count, word count. If you click on yes, so if you type the words, so that number of words will be visible for the students. So that option is also there. But when we are there in a face-to-face transaction, we cannot go and check how many words they have written. In an examination, we will say that students, you have to answer it with the 500 words. Can you all go and count that how many words they have written? No. If you said, definitely I will disagree with that. Nobody cannot go and identify and count that how many words they have written. But computer will do that. So how many words they have written, it is easily visible for the course admin. Okay, that is the one thing. Then subscription and when they have to submit. So you can go with that the one day. If you are going the only for the discussion forum for only one day, you can set the day. If you are going to continue the same discussion forum in the next coming days, you can go and select the day, select the days and other things. Okay, so the discussion will be not going to restrict for a single day. It will continue with the next day also. So you can go and select that week, 1 week. So because it will be continually discussion happens in the classroom. So okay, if you make the group settings in the classroom, the first day first group, second day second group, third day third group, as like that you can make sure of that. Okay, so that is the thing. After all the thing, you can save and return to the course. So that is the final thing. After the complete setting, you have to do the things. Okay, so this is the important thing. Important thing means how you can create that. Once you add the forum, then you will have a general setting. In that general setting, you have to mention these are the basic information. What is the subject and what message? Okay, what is the subject and what message? And observe here, there is a button called add a new question. Okay, add a new question. So you have to make use of that new question once you created the questions. Okay, for the second discussion forum, you can create the, you make use of that add a new question. By using that, you can continue with that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you provide the audiences 5 minutes or 10 minutes break, sir? Because he
Yes,
also
sir.
continuously talking for more than 1.5 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir, definitely. So can I take only
you
2
can,
minutes?
Sorry for that. You can stop with this slide, sir. Then you can give them 10 minutes.
Yes,
break.
sir. Okay, dear participants. Now I am stopping this, so you can go with the 10 minutes. Okay, we come with a fresh coffee and a fresh mood. We will continue with the session with the same enthusiastic. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, participants. So we are dispersing at 11:40. We will resume the session at 11:50. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. So welcome back, participants, for the second session. We'll resume it now. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Welcome back. So we were there in the discussion. I think in the 10 minutes break, you have discussed many things related to the discussion forum. Yes, that is the characteristic of a teacher, the good teacher. Yes, definitely. So we have a plan to start the discussion forum. So when you have selected the forum activity in the activity and resources pop-up, so you can select the discussion for forum. Then you can add into that LMS page. Then you have to start with some of the basic settings. Okay. So in that basic settings, you have to type the subject name and you have to write the message regarding that, how the learners has to be involved in the that is a discussion forum. Because without the instruction, because we are saying that instructional strategy is the word we are using in a 21st century, because all the teaching learning process will be started by the instructions. So if you have provided the clear information to the learners, definitely they can engage themselves with the good learning environment. So that's why you have to make sure of that the clear information regarding the class and how they have to involve in the discussion forum. Okay, you have to provide the message for them. Then you have to continue with the same information. Okay, message. After that message, you have, if you have any image, because discussion will be start through by using that image. You can provide that one image and you can start the discussion. You can provide the video. Based on that video, you can start your discussion. Either you can provide the question. Based on that question, by getting an answer from the students, you can continue the discussion. So there are so many types of way to conduct the discussion. So as like that, you have to be specific about the types of discussion. So if you have an intention to start with the image, again you have to go with the same again you have to go with that the same one, that is the clicking on that folder icon. By clicking on the folder icon, you have to upload the file, video or document, whatever it may be, you have selected for the discussion forum. So the image and the file will be uploaded by using this icon. If you are going to use that one link, that video link will be uploaded in the classroom by using the chain format of that cross D8 link. Okay, so based on these options, you can definitely upload the information and you can start the discussion. So after that completion of that all the settings, you can go and post forum. Okay, so this is the post forum will be, once you click on that post forum, definitely it will be posted to the LMS, your LMS page. Okay, that is the one thing. So select the activity, add the activity and go for the general settings. In that general setting, you have to mention the subject and you have to type some of the message as an instruction. If you want to use, if you are going to use that video for the discussion, you have to upload there itself. Or if you have a image or any other material for the discussion, you can upload the discussion, because you can provide the materials. They have to go through that material. After that gone through that material, you have to create and you have to start the discussion. That may be happens in the classroom. So that is nothing but blended classroom. Okay, previously the student have learned, the student have gone through that material, then we are starting the discussion. So as like that, you can continue with the discussion forum activity in the class. Once you post to the forum, definitely the activity will be added to your LMS page. It will be visible. Okay, so that is the discussion forum activity. So when you started the discussion forum, when you post to forum, so the activity menu or the activity window will be visible like this. Okay, so the thing is the discussion, what the question you have raised. So what is the meaning of childhood? This is the one basic example for you only. So it will be based on that what type of discussion forum you have created. Either you have created a question answer forum, Either you have created a statement and a single thread, either you have created a statement by one reply for the one student. So as like that, many options are there. I already discussed with that, and I shown that what are the types of discussion forums are available. So based on that, you can plan for your discussion forum activity. Okay, so it will be visible admin user. So for this question, what is the meaning of the childhood? If I posted this question, definitely the student will start to post their answers. So that posting that answers will be visible, posted answer will be visible as a replay in the replay column. Here the numbers will be mentioned. Okay, in that numbers will be mentioned. The numbers will be identify as how many replays for that one single question, because so the question, the replays will identify that how many students have involved in the discussion forum. So by clicking on that replays, you can easily visible that how what type of replay they have given. Okay, how many students have replayed, and what are the which students have left out from the discussion forum. All the attendance type of information can be collected by clicking the replace. Okay, replace. Okay, that is the one advantages. So what all are the things we are doing in the face-to-face communication? Those things will be monitored and managed by the LMS page as virtual teaching, because we are not at all there in a regular classroom, but we are there in a class. We are not at all teaching in a regular class, but we are teaching. As like that, it is a real but not real. Please remember the statement, virtual classroom, it is real but not real. So it's the same activity. So more the same efficient of work have to be done by using the LMS, that is Moodle platform. Okay. So the next thing, so the one thing is, see, observe that meaning. So here I have posted the question. This is the teacher window. So as a teacher, how it is look like for me? So it is look like this only. So in the aspect of a student, how that discussion forum window will be look like? See, observe here, express your opinion. So there is an option called express your opinion. If the student click on this, express your opinion, the window will be open. They have to write the information and then they have to submit. Clear? So when they have started, so how they have to express their opinion? See, directly come to here. There is no separate window for that. Okay, I think it is visible for you people. Sorry, I will erase that. Okay, so just observe here. So by observing this, you can easily identify that. Okay, so there is a button called replay. See here in the last corner. What is that replay mean? So that replay is from the students for the question asked by the teacher. If the student wants to express their opinion, the student has to click on that replay and they have to type and they have to post. Okay, so after that posting that replay, the teacher can replay for individual student. Okay, then otherwise there will be a 30 minutes of time for the students to edit their replay. Once I have said that, what is the meaning of childhood? Childhood is a human being lifespan. I have just mentioned that one sentence. My friend said that you have to mention, you have to write at least a paragraph. Then instantly I will go back with the edit option. I can click on the edit and I can continue my answer with the till end of that one single paragraph. Okay, so as like that, replay can be done and you can edit within a 30 minutes time span. Otherwise, after the 30 minutes, it will not at all going to accept. So the student has to be more comfortable with these two options, the replay button and as well as the edit button. After the students replay, the teacher will also get the same replay, edit and delete option. If the teacher clicked on delete option, the student replayed button, replayed thread will be deleted. If the teacher wants to replay for that individual student, what you have said, your opinion, it is not suitable for the question. Please read the material and repost the information. So as type of feedback, type of reply can be given by the teacher to the individual students. So that will be helpful for the teachers and as well as students to asynchronize the situation in the learning and teaching process. So that is the one advantage. So the same transaction will be happens in the classroom. If the student said answer for my question, I will instantly say that no student, it is not proper, it is partially correct. I will make the statement. If the student gave a complete wrong answer, I will not at all going to blame that student. I will say that just think it over. So as like that of reinforcement should be given by using that reply button in the virtual way, that is by in the discussion forum. So I am trying to connecting with the virtual teaching and as well as the classroom teaching simultaneously. Whatever the task and whatever the activities we are going to perform in the regular classroom, the same activity will be performed in the virtual classroom also. So there is no big difference, and definitely the technology cannot replace the teacher because the technology handled by the teacher. So technology known teacher can replace another teacher. So that is the one thing. So if anybody says that if I using the technology, definitely our conventional way of teaching will collapse. No, don't say that and don't agree with that. If the teacher knows the technology, the teacher will more equipped to face that Kurukshetra. Okay. So as like that, the teacher will well equipped with the technological tools and they can act and they can modify and they can make use wherever it is essential for my class. Okay, so that is the one thing. Definitely if there is the advantage, there will be a disadvantage, but we have to highlight the advantage and we have to try to avoid the disadvantages. Okay, thank you. Next we will go further with that. So the replay, so when the students started to replay, so that replay will be look like this. Okay, see, observe here, the same thing will be, this is the same window which I already posted. Okay, so how the forum, how the replays will be posted in the forum, for that sake I have taken this slide. So next, how it will be look like. So see, there is a teacher discussion thread. For the teacher discussion thread, I am an admin user. I have sent my reply as, okay, I send my reply as a student. See, it is identifying as RE. RE means reply. So here it is showing that admin user because I don't get any students to reply for my post because it is a workshop, no. So that's why I am the admin and I am the student. So I replied for my question only. So sometime it will happen like that, that the question will be asked by the teacher and the answer will be said by the teacher only. So but avoid that such a situation. You can make sure of that once you created the discussion forum, the reply will be made by the student. See, this is my question. So I clicked on that reply button. So by clicking on that, the window will be open like this. I have typed it is the first stage of human lifespan. Then I submitted it. So, okay. So after that submitting, it is look like this. See, the space between that first post and the second post. The space between the first post and the second post, it will identify that it is made by the admin and it is made by the student. So this is the main thing you have to identify. See, there is a gap between the first thread and the second thread. So first thread will be a highlighted one and a higher one because it is created by the teacher, and next followed by some other threads it will be started by the student. Okay, so that is the view of that, how if I selected the question and answer format, how it will be look like. So that is the one example for your better understand. Okay, that is the thing. So next I want to say that I am not at all going to include much information regarding that blog. Blog is one of the resource material for the teachers. The teacher can create their own blog. So there will be a question. So sir started with the discussion forum and sir directly entered to that blog. There is a gap. So don't think like that. Yes, there is a connection between the discussion forum and as well as the blog. because the teacher can create their own blog. By creating the own blog, all the materials, all the study materials, notes and informations can be uploaded in the teacher blog. By taking that blog id or blog url, you can post in the discussion forum and let the students to go through the information, and then you can discuss based on that information in the discussion forum. So I am going to tell you that the blog is one of the main source pooled tool for the teachers, because all the information can be pulled in that gathered in that blog. Okay, so in that blog you can maintain all the materials, all the information, ppts, word document, pdf document, then some of the videos and audios, all the information can be stored in the blog. So blog is very much important. So the blog information only will take a 1 day of orientation, but just I'm giving a hint. What are the blog spaces are there to create your own blog, and there are say simple steps are there. You can follow that simple steps and you can create your own blog. Why I am not at all giving a much importance for this? Because we have to go for the fourth quadrant, that is assessment quadrant. So that is very much important for you people to create the question and answers. Okay, so that's why I'm running out of that blog. Okay, so blog is very much important. See, observe that how many multiple tasks can be done by using the blog. Okay, so all the information, all the types of information can be stored in the simple blogging. So just you can record this information. You can go with that these blogs. Okay, the blogger.com, WordPress, Edu blogs, and live journals, Typepad, and 6apart. So these are the blogs are there, freely available blogs. You can enter to that blog space and you can create your own blog IDs and upload all the information in the blogs, and you can provide that information to the students. Okay, so that is the information. Then the example, how it is look like, the icons of that blog will be look like that. So these are the additional blocks, WordPress and Sangha and Tripod, Drupal. So these are the things are there. You can go with that. Okay. Then there are multiple features of the blog. You can create and you can share. You can add that multimedia information in that. You can use the template and layouts, and you can provide the hyperlinks, and you can give a status regarding that content and each and everything. You can maintain your status in that blog also. So all the information will be there. So next to these are the additional information, how it will be act and how it will be work. You can create, you can edit, you can format, you can insert, you can publish, you can preview the information, you can share the information, and you can allow somebody to comment on your content. So all the types of, all the 8 types of action were made by using the blog. Okay, so it is again, that is what type of materials you can add in that blog. Text material will be there, video material will be there, images will be there, audios will be there. So as like that, many information can be stored in the blog. So that is the advantages I'm telling to, I try to convey that advantages of the blog creation. Okay, so the blogger, as usual, go to the Google search engine. You can type the blogger and you will find the blogger, and there will be a option called the create your blog. Okay, just type that, click on that, the create blog, and it will ask the 2 ways. The 2 ways means, that is, the first way is you can go with your Google ID, that is Google Gmail. Okay, that is Gmail, and second one, you can go with that new mail, either Google account, either a new account. By using that Google account and the new account, you can directly enter, you can directly register with the blog. Either one, either two, any one of the format you can follow. Okay, then after that, you have to provide the title for the blog. Okay, because you have n number of resources with you people. There are so many PPTs, and there are so many textual information, and there are so many good number of images. So just simply keeping those are the resources in a D drive, it is not more useful. Okay, so you can just publish all the information, and somebody will recognize your work. Okay, and they will put a mark, and they will put a comment on you that your work is very good. If you are getting such a positive feedback, definitely you will be step forward, one step forward towards your professional development. Then it will be a motivation for you to create more and more resources related to that your subjects. Okay, then you can type the title, and you have to create your own address. So first you can type your name or subject, whatever it may be. Then you can provide the blogspot.com, blogspot.com. That is the address of your blog. Okay, then finally select any theme which do you want. Okay, then finally you have to go and create the blog. So this is the 3 steps you have to follow. Then after that you have to go with that some of the information, some of the settings, some of the setting with the blog items. So how the blogs will be created, how the structure and how the sections will be settings. So these are the things, and these are the, yeah, it's already created information. Okay, this is my sir's blog. That is first I want to say that thanks to my mentor and as well as the guide, Dr. Thagu sir, assistant professor, Central University of Kerala, because what are the things I have learned from him only I have learned. So I have taken some of the images from his slide share with his permission. Okay, so I am sharing that information. Thank you, sir. So these are the how the sir has created the sections of this. Okay, so by using these are the sections, we can maintain our all the documents. So by using these hyperlinks, we can, if the students are click these hyperlinks, the activity will be open for the students. They can manage and they can attempt the activity, and they can read the information, and they can comment on that information. So all the things will be happen by using that blog. Okay, so they will give us if there is an option called statistics option. Okay, so observe that right corner of that information. See what are the settings are there in that blog. So you can post the information. There is, you can create the pages of information. Okay, you can create that comments on each page and each post. You can give a link of Google, and you can provide the statistics regarding that information. Okay, so as like that, all the things, all the it's I will say that it is a sub wiki page, I think. Okay, what are the things you can going to add in the wiki page, because it is open up for everybody, and all the wiki pages have a pen icon. So the pen icon indicates that you can add the information in that wiki page, and you can create the hyperlink in that wiki page also. So as like that, you can create the creative, you can create the good blogs related to that all the languages. All the languages it may accept. You can try it out, and you can create your own blogspot, and you can share with the students, and it will most useful for the student also. Every time I used to give a notes to the students. Okay, if you are using that paper, so for that, if you are using a paper, definitely it is a disadvantage for us to cut a tree. Okay, we have to cut a tree, and we have to go and prepare the papers. Is it right? So for the sake of that greenery or green goal, we have to make use of the digital ideas. Okay, that by using this digital idea, definitely we can preserve our nature. So that is one value we have to learn by using the technology. So you can create and you can provide all the types of information. Definitely it is helpful for the students to learn, and they can connect with that. So how the blogs will be helpful for all the teachers? So you can provide that the lecture classes there, and you can use that blog in a lecturing classes. And as a flipped classroom, you can make use of that. You can upload the student assignment for there itself in the classroom, because some assignment in the form of video, we will say the students to submit to the as an assignment. That will also upload in that. You can share the event, and self-paced learning is there. So then it is 24/7 accessible. There is no restriction for the blog usage. 24/7 it is accessible by the learners and as well as the teacher. So these are the features are there related to that blogs. Okay, so there are a difference between the blogs and wikis. So there is similar things, but some aspects there is a difference between the blog and wiki. So blog, it's related to me only. It is only oneself. Wiki, it is multiple author, because somebody will create that wiki. The information adding or the content addition will be conducted or created by somebody else. There is no restricted for the single user. But in my blog, the creator is me only, but the commenter, so many people. So that is the one thing. And what are the posters will be created and the post in the blog, that is done by the blog ID owner only. But in a wiki, there is a edit option. Anybody can edit, anybody can do that content addition. Okay, one to many content. So in the blog, we can say that one content, one person with many content, and here many to many content. So just think about that. Many person, many content. One person, many content. So I am the only one person. I can give a many type of content by using my blog. In a wiki, there are many people and they are spreading and they are giving a many content for the sake of the communication, and it will communicated by many people also. The aim is conversation. The aim is creation of document. So the blog aim is conversation with the learners and with the connected people. But the wiki aim is we have to create the document regarding individual topic. Okay, in all the languages we can create that wiki pages. Okay, that is the one thing you have to be follow. The teacher can create their own wiki page also. Okay, that much of facility is available for you all because wiki is an open source. Okay, then the internet is personal reflections. So intent is personal reflection. So when the comment has been given in the blog, it is my own sake whether I have to include modify it and whether I have to enhance that knowledge and enhance that content knowledge and other things. It will be a reflection for me. In the internet, it is a informational. There is no reflection for it all. You can add, if somebody thought that it is not suitable, it is not correct, they can delete it and they can add the information, but they have to provide that attribution regarding that. Okay, so that is the simple differences between the blog and wiki. Blog is a single user. A single user means the author is only one. Wiki is a multiple author. So that has to be keep in your mind. So the thing will what we have discussed. The thing what we have discussed, it is related to that chat session and the forum session, and how you can make use of blog into that forum session. So this is the today's the first agenda, and next we are going with that the main important thing, the fourth quadrant of that online teaching, that is assessment. So now I am giving a few seconds of break for you people. Don't go anywhere. Okay, break means don't go anywhere because I have to change my PPT for the sake of yours only. So that is the one thing. So think about the block and we will rush to that next PPT, that is continue with the fourth session, that is the today second days, that second session, that is the fourth session. Okay, we will continue with that. Okay. So the agenda of the fourth session is that I have already made the statement. We have to assess the students. Okay, how we can assess? In the regular face-to-face classroom, we can directly ask the question to the students and we can extract the answer from the students. By answering the student capacity, we came to know that what level of understanding happens in my class. Okay, so as the same understanding can be done by using this LMS platform, because the teacher can ask a question in many types. So that first basic level of knowledge level of question can be teacher asked, then explanatory analyzation level of question can be asked, and the application level question can be asked, and the creative level question can be asked. For these type of question, we are using that revised Bloom's taxonomy in education field. Many of them you are familiar with that revised Bloom's taxonomy. That objective based question should be asked by the teacher to know the understanding level of a student. Okay, so for that sake, we are going to know about that the one major important thing, one major important tool, the quiz creation. Okay, that quiz creation is one major tool for the learners and for the students to know about their understanding level. So you can go with the turn editing on, select, add an activity or resources. Then you will find that the activity pop up. So in that activity pop-up, just scroll and you will identify that quiz. Okay, so once you identify the quiz, click on that and you can go with that add option. Once you click the add, so the setting window will be open for you to set the activity of quiz. So then you can start with your activity. Okay, here you have to mention that name of the quiz, so which chapter it belongs to. Okay, then the another thing is, so you have to make sure of that, what all are the information you are going to pull by providing a quiz in the Moodle platform. So based on that you have to set a title for that quiz. Okay, then the description. So in the description, you have to say that either you are going to give a multiple choice question or short answer question or essay type of question. So you have to clear that how many questions are there and what type of questions are there. Then how many marks you have allotted for each question, whether it is mandatory. So all the instruction were related to that quiz has to be provided in the description. So after that writing description, you have to continue with the information. Okay, the next thing is the timing. So you can prepare the quiz previously, or if you are going to if you are going to conduct the quiz by evening, you can prepare it by the morning itself. That only we can call it as a prior preparation. Yes, there is no much preparation, but you have to put some high effort. That's all. So it is not a big thing to learn. So so many things are there, so many steps are there. How we follow? No, don't think like that, my dears, because it is very easiest way to conduct the quiz, and you can assess the students by providing this type of assessment tool, which is more freely available and helpful for you people to connect with the students. Okay, don't think that. So if you have any hesitation, any hindrance like that, any thought like that, so it is very tough. First, today only you have to remove. Okay, by practice make man perfect. You all remember that proverb. If you are practicing, definitely in one such a day, you will become a good person and an expert in that field. Okay, so then you will go with the timing setting. So the quiz open time and the quiz set time. So you have to set both the things, because if you are setting only open quiz time, so it will lead to that students, so they will not at all know that. So when the student will be available, when they are free, that time they will enter to the Moodle and they will go and attempt the quiz. So better you have to set the open quiz timings and as well as the closed quiz timings. And you have to set that, yes, 30th 4 p.m. to 30th May 5 p.m. the quiz will be available. So the student mind will be now that yes, there will be only a 1 hour. So we have to attempt the quiz within the 1 hour, within that hour only. So if they have a such attitude towards that assessment, definitely they completely involve in the activity. So you have to aware about the students. Yes, the quiz is there. It has there only 1 hour time. You have to attempt within that 1 hour only. So that information can be provided to the students. Okay. Then the time limit is also can be fixed by the teacher. So there is a 20 questions. You can give a 30 minutes of time. Either you can give a 40 minutes or 1 hour. So depend upon the question complexity or the question level, you have to fix the time limit. Okay. Then when the time expires, if the students are attempting that quiz, okay, instantly the time has been get over. So what has to be done? Either what are the questions they have attempted, whether it is saved or not, whether they have to submit or not. I think many of you are familiar with that UGC online examination. Is it right? So once the 3 hours completed, so automatically the test will be submitted. Is it right? So as like that type of quiz settings we have. I think now you all are came to know that how the exact completion of the 3 hours the UGC exam will be end up. So that same strategy what they are using, but they have the much experts and they have a technical support team to maintain those other things. So as like that in our level, we can create that technical thing in our classroom. Okay, so that is the one thing. So next, submission grace period. If you have set that the 30th, that is the 30th 5 o'clock, then there will be a space for the students after one day. That is, the quiz will be started with the 30th May 2020 4 p.m. to 30th May 2020 5 p.m. So that is the time slot for the quiz. So if some students are unavailable for that time, so what is the another alternative for those students? If the teacher set that submission grace period for one day, then next one day, it means that 31st May till 5 o'clock evening. So the grace period will be there. In that grace period, they can attempt the quiz. Okay. So, but the grace, who all are the students who have taken the quiz in the grace period, that will also indicated that will also indicates in the LMS. Then you can assess students by their timings. How many students were attempted within the time, and how many students have attempted after that exceed the time. So these things are available. So many online courses which you are going to engage yourself with the SWAYAM and other foreign universities, they have this type of system. Okay. So after that setting the timings, you have to go with the grade. Okay. In the grade, there is one thing you have to be highlight, that grading method. You have to be highlight that grading method. In the grading method, there is for example, I have selected the highest grade. So in a previous one, if you have provided the 3 attempts for the students, okay, 3 attempts for the students. In the first attempt, the student will score out of 20 only 10 marks. Okay. Then in a second attempt, the student will score out of 20 15 marks. In the third attempt, the student will score out of 20 at 2 marks only. So there are different 3 types of marks. Okay. So in the 3 different time slot also, some external factors are influencing on that student. So that's why we are going to select that highest score. Out of 3, the best 3, we will say that no. So as like that, in all the 3 attempts, which is the best attempt, that attempt score will be automatically accepted by the LMS and the computer. So you have to set that if you allow the students to attempt a multiple attempts. Okay, if the students are going to take a 1 or 2 attempts, you have to select that highest grade. Otherwise, if you are allowing them to take a 1 single attempt, don't go for the highest score. Just leave it that. Okay, only 1 attempt, and that time it will not at all going to show that also. Okay, then the question behavior. So our students are very much clever. I think you all are agree with the same statement. Is it right? Yes. So if you provided the question, some student will sit together and they will discuss and they will answer the questions. But we the teachers, we the creative teachers, and we the knowledgeable teachers, we don't give the opportunity for such irrelevant issues, and you have to make sure that you have to fix the question. You fix the behavior, definitely there will be a one option called shuffle with question. So this is also you have experience with the UGC NET examination, I think, because the same question, if the 2 same subject students are sitting besides, so the question paper will be differ from one student to another student, because of they are using that shuffle with the question. If you provide that shuffle of the question, yes, then the first question will be visible as the 19th question to the second students. Okay, so that type of shuffling idea will be generated by using the question behavior. If you said that yes, the question will be shuffled. In each attempt, it will be shuffled. The first attempt, the student get the first question, what is your behavior, then finally we can go and save and return to the course. So it is a thing you have to do that. And here also there is a restrict access. Today I don't want to, today I will prepare the quiz, but today my student has to not at all going to attempt. So for that sake, you can add the restriction and you can go with that restriction in which date and what date and what timing that quiz should be open on the LMS page and the student can be accessed. So automatically the information will be goes to the student. So tomorrow, that is June 1st. So there will be a notification mail for mail facility. So the student will get the mail. The teacher has set the quiz on June 1st at 3 o'clock. So on the 3 o'clock, there will be a reminder for the students so they can access. So as like that, many facilities are there when we don't have in our regular classroom. Okay. So finally, after completion of these are the settings, go with the save and return to the course. After that, clicking on the save and return to the course, it will look like this. Have set the quiz. That's all. Have we entered? No. So we have set and we have created the foundation to execute that quiz. So as like that, we created the foundation. Now we are going to start to add the question. So once you click on that save and return to the course, the next window will be appear. The same window will be appear for you also. So there is a thing, just observe that there is a word called edit quiz. Okay, either you can click the edit quiz button or there is a setting action button is here. You can click on the downwards. There will also, you can get that edit quiz option. You can select there also. In the same page, there is two things. One is, there is two things. One is the quiz, edit quiz option in the down part of that layout. Another one is in the action menu and action icon. If you click on that down arrow marks of that action icon, there will be a second or third option called edit quiz. Okay, that edit, you can click that edit quiz there also. This is the first and this is the second. I'm not at all going to prioritize. Either you can go with the edit quiz directly or either you can go with the edit quiz by clicking the action button. So there are two ways. Okay. So after that edit quiz, after clicking the edit quiz, the window will be look like this. See, observe here in the previous, I have set the edit quiz. In here, there is a thing called edit quiz, the fourth option. If you are clicking that action button, that is action downward arrow mark, if you click on that, it will leads you to that, the fourth option called edit quiz. Either you can select by this or either you can select by this. Both the process will be the same. After that, selecting the quiz, edit quiz option. So how the window will be look like? So the window will be look like exactly like this. Once you have clicked that edit quiz, the new window will be open. The new window will be open like this. So in the new window, the thing is you have a maximum grade and the save button and the total marks. It will be automatically generate when you are adding the question, and there is a button called add. Okay. So when you click on that button add, the one more new window will be open, which consists of three major information: a new question, okay, from question bank, and the random question. Okay, so if you have created a many question documents or question banks, that all the question banks can be import from somewhere of the device to that LMS. So there is a procedure for that. But now I am not going to explain that procedure of that importing the quiz question bank into that LMS. Just I am going to say that how you can create your own quiz. Okay. So this is the major information you have to know when you click on that edit quiz. So here a new question. So we are concentrating on that first option, that is called a new question. If you click on that new question, the question pop-up will be open. See, observe how many questions are there. In a face-to-face classroom transaction, we are going to ask only a one type of question. Sometime it will be an open-ended question and sometime will be a closed-ended question. Okay, so but here all the type of questions, see, you can add the multiple choice and you can ask the true or false question and you can give the match the following question. So we cannot give that match the following question in the regular classroom because we don't have a much time for that. We have to go and write the information on the blackboard and we have to let the students to explore the thing. If we are saying by orally, the student cannot be grasp that information. They will say that, madam, please repeat it again. Sir, please repeat it again. That will spoil our classroom minutes. Okay, so this is the one basic the good advantage from the LMS page. You can add a many type of questions. See, observe, if you have intention to ask that short question or essay type of question, yes, definitely you can ask. Now, what more you are expecting? I think these are the things are enough for us to make one unit test or any one classroom test for the students. Select any one and click on the add. Select any one type of the question and click on the add. So once you click the button add, the question setting bar will be open. The selected question setting bar will be open. The setting window will be open. In that setting window, you have to provide some of the informations. Okay, based on that information, we will go and continue that. Okay, I added the quiz. So in that in the quiz, I have selected which type of question, that is MCQ, that is multiple choice of question. So in that multiple choice question, next I am going for the general settings. In that general setting, you have to make sure of that where exactly you are setting the quiz. See, observe here, session 2. Where exactly I'm going to add the quiz. So this is the dashboard. In the dashboard, my course is there. In that, my course name is 2DOW, 2 days online workshop. In that online workshop, where exactly I'm going to create the quiz? In a session 2. Okay. Otherwise, it will be mislead with somewhere else it will be open up. So the second session related multiple choice test or quiz I am giving to my students. Okay. Then the quiz name is check your knowledge. Okay. So as like that, I can connect the path and based on that path, I can go to create the quiz. Here you have to type the name. Okay. You have to type the MCQ name. And next you have to type the text, question text. Here the second one, text, question text is there. No, here you have to type the question. Here you have to type the question. Okay. After that, you have to set the mark. So if it is a multiple choice marks, automatically there will be a 1 mark. Okay. If there is a multiple choice, sorry, there is a match the following. I have given a 5 match the following. So here you have to change that behalf of that 1, you have to type 5. Because I have provided the 5 match the following. Either you can, if you are giving a 3, you can delete that 1. Okay, you can delete that 1 and you can write the 3. Okay, based on the number of questions, you are going to provide that marks. Okay, so default marks always will be as 1. Okay, it is a default mark by the LMS. But when you are going to create the type of question, if it is a short type of answer, you can give a 2 marks. Okay, if there is a long answer, you can give a 10 marks. Okay, so as like that, you can change the marks also. And general feedback you have to write. General feedback means it will be visible for them to after the completion of the quiz. After the completion of the quiz. So that general feedback will be provided. So here, sorry. So after this, the general feedback section, you have to go with the question adding section. So in the question adding section, see, I already written that question because it is a multiple choice question. Here the question will be written by the, sorry, it is not because in the previous only we have said that The question text is there. Now here we are going to write the this one, that is the question. Here we are writing the option. Multipliers means there will be a 4 option. See, 1, 1, and there is a feedback and there is a 2. Because I want to give a 4 multiple choice, because it's showing a 2 only. So it's not like that. So after the 2, there is a one option called add options. Please note it down, because for the understand of the concept, I concise the information in my slide. Okay. Minimum 3 options will be shown. If there is a less number of option, there is a button called add an option. You can click on that. Some more option will be open. You can just enter here one as a first choice, and the second choice, and the third and the fourth choice. You can enter, and you will feel you know that the first option will be a correct answer. Okay, the first option will be correct answer. On that time, you have to click on that down arrow marks. Okay, always it will be seen like none only. So here you have to click on the down arrow mark and select that 100%. You have to select that 100%. If you have selected 100%, it means that it is a correct answer. So you have to select 100% for only a correct answer. Okay, and there is a doubt with you people. Sir, I will provide all the answers, all the correct answers, all the 4 answers are correct. Okay, but there is a, in all the 4 answers, there will be a one specific answer. Based on that priority, you can provide that first option 100 mark, second option 75%, and the third option 50%, and the fourth option 25%. So as like that also you can create. Okay, so if the student which student has selected the first option, he will score 100 marks. Okay, so as like that you have to be create the multiple choice quiz in the Moodle platform. Okay, after these are the things. If you allow the students to multiple tries, you can select it. Otherwise, save and change. You have to save changes. You have to click on save changes. So once you click on the save changes, it will go back to that the main window of the edit quiz. See, observe, once I completed all the information, I will click on that the save changes. Once you click on that save changes, the window will be visible like this. See, the question has been added. See, if you want to change the question stem, you have to go with that setting icon. In that, if you click on the setting icon, it will show you to edit the question. It will show definitely. Just you can put on the cursor on that setting icon, so it will show that edit the question. If you want to edit the question, you can edit and you can save the change. Okay. Each time you have to save the change. Don't forget, if you not yet save the change, definitely the quiz will be not at all going to run. Okay. So some of the high effort has to be put by yourself for the creation of the quiz. Okay. So that is the first question I have added. And if you feel that there is a some more option in this question bar only, there is a plus option. That is a magnifying lens plus option. If you click on that, we will go for the preview. Okay, once you clear that question, so you have to see that whether it is properly acting or not. So by that shown, you have to click on that the plus magnify lens. So it will show you a preview. In that preview, you can attempt the quiz. Each question you can attempt like that only. By previewing only, you can go for the next question. Okay. Then if you feel that no, I don't want this question, you can delete that. Okay. So when you are creating the question, I have said that there will be a default mark as 1. Is it right? And that time you have forgotten to type the marks. But when you come to this new window, here there is a mark observation, mark identification. and there is a pen symbol. Click on the pen symbol, the marks entered option will be open, and here you can change the marks, how much you are going to provide to the student. Okay, then you can type the marks and press enter. Okay, don't click on the mouse. Okay, press enter. If you press the enter only, it will accept, otherwise it is not at all going to accept. Okay, then if after this, after these are the work on settings, it will be it will be ready with the quiz will be ready with one question. Then I have to go with the second question. So again you have to go with the add option. I think it is visible for you people. There is a add option. You have to click on the add. Then the question will be visible. The three main questions will be visible. A new question, question bank, as like that. You can select a new question. In that new question, you can select what type of question you can generate. Okay, what type of question you can generate. Once the first question will be multiple choice, the second question will be true or false, and the third question will be match the following, and the fourth question will be this one, that is what it is, short type answer. As many as type of question you can add in the quiz, and you can finally finish the quiz, and you can let them, the students, to allow to attempt the quiz. So this type of question formation and this type of test quiz creation can be prepared by the teacher itself. So this is the option for the adding second question. Okay, so after that completion of all the quiz, all the question, you have to click on the button called save. Okay, so if you have a 20, the total marks, if you have a 20 questions of 1 each marks, so it will be visible as a 20. Okay, so you have to set that the maximum marks, always it look like the 10, you have to set it is as a 20, because I have a 20 questions. Each question carries 1 mark. So it will be, the total marks will be automatically generate based on your question addition. Okay, so if you are adding the question based on this marks, I think it is visible for you all. Okay, based on this marks, the total marks will be automatically calculated by the Moodle. Okay, so the maximum grade will be created, maximum grade will be set by the teacher. Okay, so that is the one thing. So add n number of question and you can ready with your quiz. So I think clear with that. So once you completed the first question, you, after that completion of the first question, you have an option called preview. You can click on the preview and just see to that how it is acting and how it will be work. Then there will be option called submission also for your sake. Okay, you can submit it. Okay, then if you confirm that yes, there is a correct question, then you can go with that second question by clicking the button called add. So that add will become always after the next question. Okay, if you have recorded the second question, so after that end of the second question, again the add button will be shown. So by clicking that add button, you can continue with the second question. As like that, you can add many questions. How much questions you have prepared and planned for that each session, you can prepare the quiz for the students. Okay, so after that, you have to click on the save. Then only the question bank will be saved in your LMS. So after that saving, till the end of this, it is a teacher view. Is it clear? It is a teacher view. After that, the student has to, I have to show you how it looked like for the students. See, attempt, there is a, once you completed the quiz, so the window will be open. When the students open his window, open his that session activity. So in that session activity, in the quiz, when they click on that quiz, so the option will be highlighted as attempt the quiz. Attempt the quiz. So a student has to click on this. Okay, if the students click on that, then the clicking will lead to the students to go and attempt the question. So be sure, my dear participants, the end of that question, end of that completion of the quiz, you have to, you are ready with the quiz. So next window is, it is a student appearance window. The student will get the word like this, the attempt quiz. Now Okay, when the student clicked on that attempt quiz, the window will be open for the student like this. So there is only one question for the understanding purpose I have prepared, and it is a silly, simple question. I don't want to say it is a silly, it is a simple question. Okay, so if you have created the 20 questions, as like that, that box will be up, 20 box will be appeared. Okay, if the students attempted the first question, that first box will be appeared in a green color. If the student will not attempt it, it will be a white only. If the students have give a correct answer, it will highlighted in a green color. If the student provided the second question, if the student provided wrong answer, it will be highlighted in a red color. So it is an indication of correct and right answers. Okay. So the question will be visible for the student like this. The student will attempt all the questions. After that, all the questions, the student has to click on that button called finish attempt. Okay, the same procedure what we have attempting, what we have practicing in the UGC NET exam also. Is it right? The finish attempt, not only UGC NET, in all the competitive exams, we are facing this only. And nowadays, the ARPIT, the Swayam course, the online refresher course, after the completion of online refresher course, the podcast examination will be organized by the authority. In that authority also they are following the same way of conducting a quiz, objective type quiz, and as well as the writing examinations. Okay, so the objective type of examination, the same procedure will be followed, but somewhere there will be a good technical team to support with higher end of the technical issues. Okay, so that is the one thing, but the basic skeleton procedure is the same. Okay, so after attempting all the question, the student has to click on that finish attempt. So once they have finished attempt, it asking that, it will ask the students whether you are confirmed or not, because when you are attempting the quiz, you are watching your time, whether it is going fast or not, and whether the time is going to complete or not. On that time, you will for the hurry, when you are hurry to complete the quiz, so you are not at all going to watch the time. Okay, and that time simply will click on that the finish attempt. So after that finish attempt, the computer, that LMS or the computer will say you to that whether you are confirmed with the submission of the attempt of quiz. So then you have to click on that. Again, you have to click submit all and finish. Okay. Once you click that submit all and finish, then only your students or your quiz attempts was quiz response were recorded in the LMS. Otherwise, no. If you click on that finish attempt and you will get walk out from the LMS, no. It will shows that the student not yet attempted. So after that clicking the finish attempt, you have to click on that submit all and finish. Okay. If you click on that submit all and finish, then your all information, all responses will be stored in the LMS page for the sake of grading system. Okay, so that is the thing. Then it will be shown for you. Okay, so see how many times it is telling you to that whether it is right or wrong, whether you are confirmation, submit all and finish. Okay, once you submit all and finish, then your answer will be recorded. Okay, so the recorded answer will be, okay, it is a teacher window. The teacher will come to know that each student how they have attempted. Okay, so this is the complete window of that, complete data window of that, how the attempt of a student, the student attempt related to that quiz will be reflect. See, when they have attempted at what time, whether they have finished. I have said no, submit, finish all. So that if you click on that finish, so it will stay, it will show that not yet submitted. So submit all and finish, the second option, submit all and finish. If you click on that submit all and finish, it will be highlighted that you have finished. Okay, the complete date will be given and the time taken, how many time taken, then the total, the marks for the question, and how many, how much grade they have scored. So these are the things will be a data for the teacher. So my question is, will you all go to, will you all maintain these are the dates in your regular classroom? When you are asking a question in the classroom, will you make a note? Yes, I have asked the first question in 11:20. Student, take a time for answering that question is 3 minutes. Can you record all the information? No. See how the technology is a helpful hand for us to transact with the classroom as we are transacting in the face-to-face classroom. So there is a more and more advantage in that LMS organizing a quiz. So this is the data for the individual student, and after that getting these are the things you will came to know that how it look like. So the if the student not yet attempted, if the student, if you have said that 2 attempts for the students, just recall that higher grade, highest marks. Okay, if you have allowed the students to take 3 attempts, okay, if you have allotted that attempts for the 3 attempts, see there will be a thing like this, it is reattempt option. The students were not satisfied by the first attempt, they can go with the reattempt and they can resubmit. When it is happens and when it is available to access, it is only one time, that is if the teacher set that access of that quiz with numbers. So then only it is available. Otherwise, there is no option called reattempt. Okay. So there is 2 things. First attempt only, you can provide only 1 attempt. Either you can give the 2 or 3 attempts and you can select that highest score of that quiz. So that is the one thing you have to be remembered. Okay. That is the thing. See, if I provide a wrong answer, if I provide the wrong answer, I already cleared that. See, the red ink color will be visible. It means that it is wrong. Okay, so that is the thing. See, observe here. So the grading will also be get changed. Automatically it is accepting. So this is the advantage of that the quiz organizing in the Moodle platform. Okay, so by end of this quiz, I want to share some information with you people. Yes, this is an effective way of conducting, because I have heard many questions and I have get many queries through the WhatsApp. Sir, can we organize the open-ended questions for the quiz? Yes, definitely, my dears. You can select the type of question of short answer and the long answers. And in the long answer also, you can restrict the students to write the sentence for 40. I think it is a 40 lines is maximum, and 500 or 1000 words are there. So as like that, there are so many options. You will came to know that when you are going to practice for that. In that practice session only, you will came to know that how you can set complete question paper for the students. By that only, by that typing the information, they can definitely send the online text as an answer for your question. So one thing is, irrespective of a language, okay, there is no restriction for the language. Irrespective of a language, definitely you can go and type the answer in your own languages. You can go with the Kannada, you can go with the Hindi, Marathi, whatever it may be. So based on that language only, you can accept the answers from the students. So objective multiple choice question is also there, and short answer is also there, and the essay type of question is also there. So what we want now, so in this lockdown period, in the pandemic period, we cannot go and face the students, but by conducting or creating this type of question, we can definitely interact with the students, we can communicate with the students, we can transact with the students, and we can give a test for online test for the students, and we can assess and provide the feedback, and we also safe at home, and our student will also safe at home. When all the issues were clear, we can move towards the college with a big 70mm smile. Okay, so that is the one big opportunity what we are getting from the LMS. So that is related to the quiz, how to create the quiz and other things. See, this is the 3 images I want to share with you people. So this is the teacher attitude. This is the teacher attitude. There is an open source and open space for the teacher, and there is a one key called a technology. Okay, and only the one single mouse. one single device can be connected to the world. By one single click, we can collect all the information. Please, my dear teachers, it is my humble request with you people, please don't get biased with the technology. And once you practice with the technology, definitely you will come to know that advantages and disadvantages. Yes, if I am stressing the technology, I know that what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages. But my concern is you have to emphasize and you have to give a importance for the advantages, and you have to avoid the disadvantages and make use of the technology in a better way, and you can connect your class to worldwide, and you can connect your students to worldwide. Okay, and from the today onwards you have to start your new career in the education field by using the technology and the one major virtual tool, that is Moodle, that is the LMS page. By creating your LMS page, definitely you will going to create a good teaching arena, a teaching in what we can get teaching space for the students, and it will be effective teaching, and as well as it will be a effective learning. If you are an effective teacher, then definitely there will be a effective learning. So don't blame the students. If the students are not at all attentive in the class, it not mean that the teacher is good. So you have to make the students to more and more attentive in the class, and you have to make your students actively participate in the classroom. So everything is depend upon the yourself only. So that's why I'm saying that you have to more creative, you have to put more hard work, and you have to be more planned teacher, and you have to create your own materials for your own course. Okay, by doing these and other things, definitely our teaching fraternity will be in a top layer, and we can definitely compete with that some of the foreign countries which we are identifying as educationally forward and the top country in education. So this is the conclusion what I'm going to do that. Okay, so by this statement I'm going to end up with that today's session. So I think you all understand all the concepts. Okay, once again, thank you so much for the patience listen towards this session. Thank you, audience.
Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful session. May I call upon our Dean, Dr. S. Manivanan, to summarize today's session, please. Dean, sir?
Yes.
Over to you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Thank you, Dr. Praveen, sir. It's again wonderful session. We can see 100% positive comments in the YouTube description box. Really, we all are lucky to have such a great person with ocean of knowledge in the field. Moodle is coming to our online classes and taking for our participants. Really great, sir. I request participants to wave for Dr. Praveen Kumar, sir, such that you can see those comments and you can cherish the moment. I request the participants to go for that. Really, I'm happy, sir. Thank you very much for spending your valuable time. Really, these kind of online teaching, these kind of innovative methods, surely our participants will take this message to their college and they will adopt in their college as well as system. Really, the student community will benefit. The teaching methodology will certainly improve. Really, I am happy to tell you, sir, one small information. Today alone, we have crossed 8,000 views for today online classes. Really, concurrent has crossed 700 plus, and the things are really positive because of your capacity only. This has improved our quality. I could see the 100% positive comments in the YouTube channel. Really, I'm glad to have you, sir. Really, I'm appreciating the effort spent by you. Really thankful to you, sir. Really, I'm happy that you have spent nearly till 9 o'clock the day before. You had day before yesterday. You had your college work at your place. After that, I know about your position. Not considering your tiredness, you came to our online classes. Really thankful to you, sir. We know about your dedication. On behalf of our participants and being organizer, we humbly thank you for accepting our invitation to be part of our session, sir. You are real hero for the teaching professions like our kind. The madam, one madam has commented in YouTube. She has mentioned born teacher. Our Dr. Praveen Kumar is born teacher like that. She has commented. I am reciprocating that, sir. Really adds up to your dedication, sir. Thank you, sir. You set a good benchmark for all of us. Really thankful to you, sir. One word I wanted to copy from your words, sir. Technology never replace any teacher, but a teacher who is familiar to technology can replace conventional teacher. Really, I am accepting that, sir. Our teachers now who have attended this online session, online FDP, now are becoming the teacher with the familiar ICT technology. Really, they will take this message to their college. Really, I hope this will make a huge revolution in the field of virtual teaching. Thank you, Dr. Praveen Kumar, sir. Of course, I wanted to give a small clarification to the participants about the feedback assessment form. It is duly available in the YouTube description channel. It is already activated, and you can go for submission of your assessment form. It is comprising all the details, like from what are the difficulties that you are facing today, how about today classes. All the parameters are included. Kindly spend at least 5 minutes, carefully fill the details. Your details will be helpful for us in shaping ourselves for the future work. Of course, I wanted to thank IEI, Institution of Engineers for India. Really, it is not a professional body. Yesterday, after my welcome address, one of my friend who is working as a principal in another institution called me. When I was telling about IEI, I made a comment. It is a statutory body. It's true. It's not professional body like IEEE or IEI, IET. It is a statutory body which awards AMIE degree, something like that, which is equivalent to BTech, and considered for the government appointment also. So really, I'm thankful to IEI in partnering this program. Really, I'm thankful to them. And of course, I am really happy to tell all the audiences, IEI Tamil Nadu Center is doing wonderful job. Today, it has hosted in the welcome address also, along with Dr. J.R. I have told all the participants. Today, they have a very good conference, online conference, specializing in the aeronautics and the aviation, co-partnered with the Institution of Green Engineers and Engineers Without Border. They are doing an amazing job. That YouTube link also is being given in our YouTube description box. Audiences, if time permits, participants can visit that YouTube also. They can gain good knowledge. And I hope the entire queries we have answered. If you wanted me to repeat about the feedback assessment, let me repeat that word again. The feedback assessment form is available in the YouTube description channel. Will be live till today 10 p.m. We request audiences to complete this process within half an hour or 1 hour itself, not to wait till today night 10 o'clock. After night 10 o'clock, we will remove that link from the YouTube description channel. Later, you are not supposed to feel sorry about that. Please utilize that time what is being given to the audiences, because this, please remember, today alone we have crossed 8,000 plus participants. It's a great for any kind of this kind of online FDP. I have never heard about it. My experience also shows 5,000 plus participants only. But today, thanks to Almighty, without any interruption, we all have really conducted a good program with the support of Dr. Praveen Kumar sir, our source, plus our technical person, Mr. Ganesh Babu, unsung hero from our university. Really thankful to you, Mr. Ganesh Babu. Without any interruption, without any technical problem, today we are able to complete all the 2 days, 4 sessions in a successful manner. The credit goes to Dr. Praveen Kumar and Mr. Ganesh Babu. Of course, I must thank my organizing team, Mrs. Vidya and Dr. Arshni. Both are supporting pillars. Even though I can move for some other job for attending some calls from my university, but they have never turned back. They sit along with Dr. Praveen sir to answer all the queries. I am really thankful to you, both the madam. Also, I must thank my beloved friend Dr. Ramesh, who initiated this kind of process, partnering with humanities and sciences, given opportunity for MGR to conduct this kind of innovative program. Really, I am lucky enough to have partnering with 100 years old statutory body, IEI. Really, the certificate will have more value because Manivannan is not alone going to sign. The register sign will be there in the certificate. We have taken lesson from the previous FDPs. We have got few requests from the participants. They wanted some signature from the registrar will make them happy, will make more value to the certificate. It is again, I am telling you, it's beautifully designed by Mr. Ganesh Babu, and it is signed duly by our registrar as well as myself. It is really good. It has all the logos of IEI, MGR, everything. So will add more value to your participation. I'm once again insisting that on please utilize the opportunity, finish the submission of feedback and assessment form quickly, because from tomorrow or day after tomorrow onwards, when we start sending the emails to the individual participants with the enclosure of certificate, the first come first serve only will happen. If you are submitting at the end of the day or tonight, you will be on the last person. Every day, please remember, even though we have G Suite email account, I wanted to tell you one thing. The per day capacity will be around 1,000 to 1,500 only. Please remember, for 10,000 participants, if you wanted to send continuously, it may take at least 5 to 6 to 7 days. It may take. I'm telling you openly. So please patiently you wait and get the certificate from the from our organizing end. Once again, you all can thank our Dr. Praveen Kumar sir, who has spent nearly 2 days. And of course, I wanted to tell another dedication by Praveen Kumar sir. Friday was working day at Bangalore. He took special permission from his college, and he has spent the entire day with us. Really thankful to you, sir. Because of your dedication only, because of your quality, because of your quality presentation only, today we could see a new height achieved by our faculty development program. Really, we all are thankful to you, sir. I think I have covered the entire thing. IEI, that link is available. Then feedback form also I have submitted. I have given clarification. I request Vidya to once again tell after the vote of thanks. Thanks, Vidya. You can continue.
So, can I take a few seconds?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Sir, it's our.
And always my friends are supporting me to carry out these all other things. So I have to say special thanks to my friends also, and so many teachers are there, they are supporting us. So I have to say each and everybody their support and their guidance for everything. Thanks to one and all. If I miss anybody, Oh, so I telling that. So completely, I'm sending a thanks and special messages for you all. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. May I request
Madam, 1 minute. There was a comment on YouTube. The audio was missing, something like that. The people have started. I request Praveen sir to once again in a 30 second, please, sir.
Okay. So the thing is, first I want to say that thanks to that my mentors. So that is Srinivas sir, Dr. Joshi sir, and then the Tyagu sir. So this is a special thanks for these three ICT legends. And a special thanks to Dr. Manivannan sir because he approached me to give a address regarding that virtual teaching, and it is a special opportunity for me to be a resource person in the FTP conducted by the Dr.M.G.R. University and with the collaboration of IEI. Thank you so much for such a nice opportunity, sir, for me. It will be a one forwarding step for my professional career. And whenever I am talking about that and asking a clarity about the workshop, Vidya ma'am responded very well, and Harshini ma'am contacted with very well, and the Ganesh sir. So all the team members, those who related to that FTP of virtual learning, so they have made a commendable support for me. So once again, thank you so much for the MGR University and the organizing team. And I want to say thanks to that my own college because they have allowed me to go and participate in this workshop. So my college, the Vijaya Teachers College, whole faculty, and I have my own good friends. They are always supported me to go and participate in this. So I want to say thanks to my college, my colleagues, my principal, my management, and as well as my friends. And totally the success of this workshop is because of the audience. So thanks to that audience also, because of their viewing, I get this much of viewing success only in this workshop. So if I left anybody, please forgive me. I am conveying my special regards and thanks to each and everyone. Thank you so much, sir, and thank you so much, audience.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure is ours, sir. You've done a wonderful job. Just I wanted to say a few words about PPT. Sir, our policy is not to collect PPT from any of the speaker. So I'm really, I'm openly telling to the participants, this video will be ever available in the YouTube channel. So you can open your laptop, you can have your split screen. One side you can open Nomio site, left side you can keep our YouTube video. You can step by step how our Professor Praveen Kumar sir has explained that you can immediately create your Nomio website. Really, I have done like that only. That time I didn't have video also. With the what I have grasped from paper and pen, that I have used for creating my own blog site and Nomio website when I was attending program from our Dr. Praveen Kumar sir. Today, I am happily telling this video will be ever available at our Dr.M.G.R. University Phase II DigiLearn. Kindly go through that. It will be the useful and a ready reckoner for the Moodle learning person. Even one person need not to have attended this session. You can open that YouTube channel. First, you should listen the day 1 and day 2. Simultaneously, you can open the split screen. Right side, you can keep the Nomio website. You can immediately understand. Wow, that is actually user friendly. It is called self-learning with the help of our Praveen Kumar sir video. It will be a great source for one to learn Moodle. That I wanted to clarify again. This feedback assessment form will be available till today 10 p.m. on today. Please don't miss that. After that, never ask again, sir, please send. I have attended like that. Don't drop email to me. Please, I am really, I can't answer for 14,000 participants. Really, it's a massive attempt by Dr.M.G.R. University because we have to further work for the next session. Next, we are going for R programming. So our program and hands-on training. So next week we have scheduled our program. So we need to work for our next program, and we can't do the again and again for the same program itself. Since the certificate, everything, the process is being automated, I request the participants to complete the feedback assessment form before today 10 p.m. and utilize the opportunity what is being available before you. And thank you, Praveen sir. I request Vidya to take care.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to call upon Dr. P. Harshini to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
A warm good afternoon, everyone. I'm overjoyed meeting you all again on the second and final day of this two-day national level EFDP on virtual teaching, learning Moodle the efficient way. And it is a pleasure taking up this rewarding duty of delivering the vote of thanks. At the outset, let me accord my earnest appreciation and profound gratitude to our eminent speaker of today, Dr. Praveen Kumar TD, Assistant Professor, Vijaya Teachers College, Bengaluru. He has given such a wonderful training on the use of Moodle tool for all of us connected here, and I should say it was a great learning experience on both days from such a well-trained and efficient personality. He patiently demonstrated on the tool in a manner that it becomes easy for us teachers to start using it immediately for the benefit of the student community. Thank you, sir, for the perfect training you imparted on us these 2 days. Dear faculty members and other participants who are here from all over the country, I am extremely grateful to you all for the overwhelming support and cooperation you rendered to take this 2-day FDP to meet the face of success. I am all hopes that this FDP would have turned to be a gratifying experience for you all. I wish you good luck and great success in all your future endeavors. All our programs, including this 2-day FDP, have successfully materialized due to good wishes and ever-failing guidance from our Honorable Founder Chancellor, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam, and beloved President Engineer A.C.S. Arun Kumar. We are proud that we have such inspiring leaders who always wish the best for us. I wish to convey my special thanks to our distinguished Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Geeta Lashmi, Eminent Provost, Dr. G. Gopalakrishnan, and esteemed Registrar, Dr. C. B. Palanivelu. They immediately accepted our request to conduct this program on a grand scale and also offered their enthusiastic support. Special thanks goes to our other personages of our campus, our Joint Registrar Humanities and Science, Dr. Malini Pandey, Joint Registrar Phase II, Dr. S. Ramalingam, and Deputy Dean Phase II, Dr. V. N. Rajavarman, for being with us always and seeing that every program of ours travel a successful journey. I am thankful at this juncture for the valuable patronage offered by the dignitaries of IEI, Engineer R. Ramadas, Chairman IEI Tamil Nadu State Centre, and Dr. G. Jayarajan, Chairman IEI Tiruvallur Local Centre. I duly acknowledge and express my intense gratitude towards the unstinting effort taken up by the organizing committee comprising of our Dean Phase II and convener Dr. S. Manivannan, Dean EPA, Honorary Secretary of IEI TVLC, and co-convener Dr. L. Ramesh, Organizing Secretary Dr. N.M. Jyoti Swarupan, Secretary IEI TVLC, Mrs. Vidya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, and Mr. Ganesh Babu, System Administrator, Department of Computer Science. They untiringly saw to it that all the requirements and necessities of the program are met from time to time. Heartfelt thanks to them. I also accord my special thanks to all dignitaries, HODs, staff members, and students of our most esteemed Dr.M.G.R. Educational and Research Institute for patiently standing beside us on both days and wishing the program a prolific success. With the successful execution of our second program too, we are confident that we could conduct more programs that would benefit the educational sector on a comprehensive scale. We wish to see the teaching fraternity emerge as successful role models for their students as well as elevate to have a flourishing career path And hence we pull out all the stops to conduct innovative programs that would meet the expectations and revolutionary changes of the educational world. Thanks a lot once again for joining us and making this program a memorable one. Let's meet again in the forthcoming program. Be safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Chief Guest, for your encouragement and motivational words. Thank you, Dean, for your encouragement and motivation. And finally, thank you so much, participants. We've been getting so much of positive feedback in the chat box, which will keep us going. And as our Dean told, make sure you fill the feedback form before 10 p.m. tonight. And it's available in the chat box now. It's available in the description, and it's also available in your email. So stay tuned and keep supporting us. Thank you.